I think we should get a recap from Werham's perspective.
Ooh,
That's not a bad idea.
Newest member.
Alright, so I was on a boat, see, with these folks from Manju and Rimelad.
I didn't switch the camera to I didn't switch
Oh
the
no!
Right,
And it was a camera situation, you see.
sorry, it's
And,
fixed, we're good.
I was gonna go find this bronze amulet that was at this stupid little fort. And we arrived, and I left the pirates, and they got immediately slaughtered by these two chaps, who I later found out were the Emperor and his friendly bodyguard fella, who had a lot of tall tales. After that, we went to the council and had a little chit-chat about the pirates. That's actually pretty much it, because the slaughter took a while, but boy oh boy, it was a bloodbath. Also, now I'm working for the Emperor and will be taking many fine treasures.
Yes. That was pretty good. Yeah. I think we left off with you guys were.
As an addendum, we have to go save Castell.
Yeah. Also that, yes.
The what now?
Also, I'm like looking at the map. I may have mismatched these icon sizes because like your fort looks huge, and Castell looks like a lighthouse, and Castell is like a big city. Anyway.
It looks smaller than my fort, so
Yeah.
Like, in terms of party relevance, it's probably about right.
I mean, I'm just looking at the map, Dungeon Master.
Huh?
I said I'm just looking at the map, Dungeon Master.
I know, that's what I'm saying. In terms of, like, scale to party...
Also, the fort is higher, so of course it looks bigger, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's like a forced perspective thing.
Yeah.
Right, it's closer to the camera. So, we were leaving off. You guys were, like, I think, coming back through the portal that same day, going back to the fort. If I recall correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were bringing, potentially, some, like, workers along with to start, like, fixing up the fort and stuff. But there was also, like, you guys were only able to bring back, like... So the portal allows a max of, like, 15 per day or something before it has to recharge.
You said...
25?
I thought it was 25.
I probably said 25.
But I believe that what occurred was that I could only bring in, like, 11 or 12 on such short notice.
Well, it's because you went there with Ludwig. Like, you went there with 4, came back with 5. No, wait. Went there with 3, came back with 4. And now you're going there with 3 again. And then you have, like, 15 on top of that or whatever. So you can bring 15 today. Whatever. Math. So... Well, I guess that's it. We just, like, see you coming through the portal with, like, several like workers and like a wizard or two, and maybe like a priest to heal some of the soldiers and whatnot. Just like a work crew basically. Some folks to like fill out the fort's team. I'm just blanking on the right word. Contingent of soldiers and such. So yeah, we see you coming through the portal with them. And what do you do from there? What are the next steps you're gonna take? It's like on towards evening by now, I would say.
So
well, we can get in a
the
night's
boats
worth of travel.
Yeah, the boats that the pirates took to get here, are those still by the shore, or did they leave people on them?
Oh yeah, they definitely left people on them. Like,
Dang.
there's boat crew, and then there's like shore crew, like actual fighters, and there's still a bunch of people on the boats. less defended, but there's still probably like a plurality of people on each boat.
The boats that brought the pirates to the thing, did they stick around or did they leave?
It looks like they pulled back a bit. If you like go, you go on the walls and look, they're like, they've kept their distance and kind of figuring out what they want to do now. Like by now they've realized that they did not get the fort. And that the shore crew like failed. So, but they're biding their time for the moment. It seems they haven't moved out.
So, is Warham's plan to go down to the shore and take some boats?
I was kind of thinking we might be able to take a couple boats if we wanted to get a little closer. Although, just a second. Sorcerer fella over here. 1 second. The one that's gonna be stationed here. Look, bud,
Yeah, he's like... they're, like... filtering out of the portal room, and the wizard is definitely, like, they're, like, keeled over a little bit from the weird, like, lurching, feeling of, like, stepping through the portal.
Yep,
and
and
like...
Werham will just kind of scoop him a little bit, and just kind of hold him up to, like, by the shoulder, and pull him to the side and be like, look, pal, if you find, like, a bronze skull or something here, kind of a badger thing, looks like an amulet with a tree on it, you go ahead and keep that for me, why don't you?
Certainly I can keep an eye out for a bronze skull. Did you lose it?
Yeah, you could say that. Good.
He nods.
It'll, like, hit him a little too hard, like, give him a little too hard of a pat.
Yeah, he stumbles and then, like, holds his stomach again and, like, leans against a wall and just shakes his head. It's like, having trouble.
Alright, yeah, I think, I think we could get a pirate ship unless you've got yourselves, ships here, but, I'm looking around and I don't see any.
Well, if we're just gonna head north like I said, it's 2 days travel. But if you would like to make this exciting and see if you can sail a boat, that would be quite an adventure.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure I can sail a boat. But you know what? I'm willing to try.
It's true that, like, each boat has a crew of quite a lot of people, like, handling rigging the sails and stuff.
Okay, let's see how many people I can charm at one time.
Well, and I knew a few of them, so, if I need to, usually I throw a couple of them over the board, and then the rest kind of fall in line.
Okay, we're gonna steal a boat.
Okay. What is that gonna look like, I guess?
Well, we need a way to get to the boats first, so we should probably go down to the shore.
I think I saw this one, flying around a little bit. Is there any chance that you could bring us along? And he pokes, Sonus a little bit.
Can I? I actually don't know if, like, the spell...
I think it's like half speed or something if you're carrying someone. And I think we discussed that you would not have time to fly out to where the boats were. Last time.
Okay.
Because you can still only fly for like a minute, right?
So, if I use elemental motion, yes, but I also took airwalk for one of my 4th level spells, which is 5 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay.
And technically, I can get my speed up to in one turn I would be able to. Okay, let me let me look at all the things that I can actually like use to buff my.
While you're looking, the landing crew would have left their landing boats. Could we just take one of those and row it out?
They certainly did bring boats. You can still like see them on the shore.
We could just take a boat and row it. Couple sturdy lads. Maybe bring some of these other god folk along, and they'll take care of manning the boat for us.
So I could realistically move about 240 feet in one turn.
I'm gonna say that you could get to the boat. You could get to one of the boats yourself. You could not carry a person, and definitely not two people.
Especially
Now,
since
now
Werham's
what
kind
if-
of a big strapping lad.
Now,
Yeah.
what if I cast, God, what's the, sorry, Airwalk, and then when that just, drops out of nowhere, I cast Elemental Motion.
I'm going to stick to the same measurement since it's... Yeah. Yep. Still gonna say that you can't really carry someone out there, but you can get there.
I'm just saying.
What I can give
240
you
feet.
is you could like grab a rope and tow the boat while they're rowing it.
Yeah,
And
while
you
we're
could
rowing
really
it,
get there
yeah,
speedy.
Definitely, yeah, we'll help.
But like, it's a lot of work to... I don't know that helps you that much.
Can't you go any faster?
It's a lot of spells to get from point A to B slightly faster for little effect.
Yeah, that'd be, yeah.
You know we can just row, it's okay.
Like I said, you can get to the boat yourself if you want. If you want to just fly out there and like fireball a boat. If you still have spell slots. Remember that this is the same day that you fought on the beach.
Did I still have?
I am not keeping track of your spell slots.
No, I'm. That's more of asking myself.
Okay.
I think I still had some level 4. So I
Well,
can
let's
cast.
look at your character sheet.
Yeah. I have not been marking that down. I know.
Okay.
I definitely know I have level 4 because I only cast one level 4 because I cast Weapon Storm.
Yeah.
And I know that was the only one I cast because at the time that's all I had in my character sheet.
Yeah.
But I definitely know that I'm probably out of.
I should get you some macros to just expend spell slots.
Yeah, there are little numbers above like each level, but
Yeah.
I didn't see those until literally just now.
Because I can definitely just give you a button on the bar that you can press, and it'll like decrement it. Like it'll remove a spell slot and tell you how many you have left.
I've 4 available for each, right?
I don't know. Probably not level 4 because you just learned it, right?
I mean, I've 4. Like I can cast. I've 4 spell slots, or in terms of I can cast 4 different spells of a level.
I have no
I
idea.
think. Here, let me.
It's
look.
okay.
Anyway, the answer is I could fly out there and I could do some damage.
If that was your goal, yes, you could fly out there. You could probably fly out there, throw your sword at a mast, and it would be really cool. But again, I don't know how that helps you.
I
But
destroyed the
Cannonball
boat,
sword
guys.
Cannonball sword is pretty cool.
Wait, you did what to the boat? I destroyed it. Oh no.
No.
I suppose I
Let's
can,
just-
like-
let's just
what I'm
row
hearing-
out there.
What I'm hearing is maybe a boat is not a good idea.
Well, what you're hearing is Sonus can destroy a boat. That's the only thing that's been discussed.
Okay, but like, I
You
need
guys
the
can
boat
row to
be
the boat
intact.
and it's fine. Like, you can get to the boat just fine in one of the, like, 6 rowboats that the people brought ashore.
Is there fog?
No, the fog's
It's gonna
gone.
look real. It's gonna look real weird when there's just like a man flying at a boat. You know.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm cool with it. I don't mind.
I'm still, again, very unnecessary for Sonus to fly to the boats.
Yeah, let's just
I'm
row.
I'm not necessarily advocating it. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm answering a question.
How many people would you say are on these boats?
Is that a question for me? Is that a question for Werham? I guess either way, it's a question for me, huh?
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, how many people are on that boat?
God.
Let me think.
Let's see. Boat
Well, you
crew.
murdered. You stone cold killed like 50 dudes. It wasn't that many, I don't. or
There's
was
like,
it?
I said
It
there's
was
like a
lot of
big
dudes.
boat. There's like a big boat and 2 smaller ones, I believe. Right? Oh my
That
god. All I
sounds
get
right.
all I get looking at like boat crew sizes now is freaking Sea of Thieves. You've ruined my life, Sea of Thieves.
That is your definition of ruining your life. Well, that's good.
Takes 4 people to crew a galleon, did you know?
Now I do.
I'm pretty sure it takes like many more than that.
Well, are we taking some of these guardsmen with us, or we just kind of leaving them here?
They're already operating with small enough cruises. It's
Right. You're the emperor.
I don't really use any of my cantrips.
That's a
Actually,
weird thing to be saying right now, but
Your-
it's all right.
you just hit people with your sword instead of using your cantrips most of the time.
well, my cantrips they deal like very small amounts of damage, if any, but some of them are kind of useful. I didn't do a great job with picking them.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Here I am, just like I'm so voicing my thoughts.
Anyways, yeah, I think if we take one of the smaller boats, we could just take the 3 of us.
Oh, that was funny. No, I'm down for it. Let's do it.
Why is it so hard to... Sorry. This is annoying.
How many people does it take to operate a ship?
Well, you just look at the number on the side. See, that one says 15. You need 15 people for that one.
Okay.
This one
Thir-
over here
30
says 3. You
30
need
people.
3.
30 people.
To that end,
For what?
records of the Spanish Navy from the early 17th century show that each galleon had an average of 90 to 100 crew members.
Here you go. So,
Oh
minus,
my god.
like, the big ship probably still has at least 50 people on board. The smaller ships, the ones that, like, were intended to actually get into the fjord, probably have at least, like, 25 people. And yeah, you can. Like, that is an option.
It's so fun to me that you were just like, it takes 4 people to man a galleon.
I didn't say 4.
No,
Yes.
I was making fun of Dungeon Master.
Yeah, you gotta find a brig, otherwise you guys aren't getting anywhere.
Oh, darn it.
We could. That is correct, Misha. I was looking to see if Vincent was in chat, but he's not there.
Werham is pushing one of the boats towards the water.
All right.
No, Solace is inside the boat.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
He's just like standing on the boat, just like
At what time of day?
at night.
All
I'm a
right.
monster.
I'm just.
We're
Mm.
going right now. I'm taking these ships. They're mine. I'm the emperor.
Very well.
Is that how emperorship works? If a boat hits your shore, it's yours? Actually, it kind of is, I
no.
suppose.
Well, no, but I'm not wearing this crown because I didn't take it. It was actually sort of gifted to me. It was a little weird.
Huh.
Well, actually, it wasn't gifted to me. I took it reluctantly, but now
All right. So, you guys are getting on a rowboat, and you're rowing towards the 3 ships.
Okay, can I make a lore check
Mhm.
on pirate code?
Parlay.
Sure. I guess it'll be like. You can make lore checks on society, right?
It would probably most likely be society, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
But I do not want to upgrade it. I want to make a lore check game. Specifically, I want to know.
32! Sorry. go ahead.
Specifically, I would like to know if I kill a pirate captain, well, they just listen to me, because honestly, that would be ideal.
Not necessarily.
Like,
In
is
fact,
it
probably
rule of the
not.
strong,
Like-
or like, do these people have like real loyalties built up generally? You know what I mean?
I would say, yeah. They probably have some, like, I don't know. It's like kind of on an individual basis. There's no like, you shoot the captain, you are the captain now.
Og?
You could like press them into service somehow. You could convince them all to work for you, but there's no. Especially since you're like not part of the crew, right?
Oh yeah, definitely not. Okay, well, I guess if that answers my question.
Like if you want to
so
join the crew and then organize a mutiny and then overthrow the captain, then you could probably become the
I
captain.
need
again.
to meet
But-
an answer, Dungeon Master. I do not need to become a pirate and then like stage a mutiny.
You do not auto get the ship when you kill the captain.
Oh my god, ridiculous.
All right. So you guys are paddling out. Would
What
you...
if we charm the crew?
Do you know how many people we'd have to charm?
I'm
No,
pretty charming.
No, we just have to charm the captain. Tell the
That is
captain
True.
to give certain orders.
Sonus taps his temple.
True.
Which boat are you guys headed for? Is there anything special about your approach?
Could we head towards Werham's boat?
Your
The one he
boat
was on?
is probably the galleon, the big one. So there's like big boat, and then there's small boat left, small boat right.
So I know more people on the big boat, but it'd be a lot easier to take one of the small boats.
Yeah, and the captain on the big boat is the one that was in charge of all 3. His name is
What? Yes, please. You beat me to it. What is the big guy's name?
Privateer Chax.
Can you spell that last name? Privateer.
Chax.
Okay, I heard it correctly. He keeps trying to sell his cereal, Chax Max.
Oh wait,
Stop.
I lied. I totally lied. Captain Mako is the captain of your boat. Jax is the admiral of like the pirates fleet.
Oh dang,
My bad.
Mr. Bigwig over here.
Yeah. So Captain Mako is the one on the galleon.
He just ruined your goof.
Yeah, that really wrecked it. Okay,
You'll have to save
what's-
it.
Okay, what's the guy's name again?
Captain Mako.
Captain Mako.
I'd be mad.
I'm a little mad. I'll find another good one for when we
Another
meet up
good
with
cereal.
Jax. Yeah. We might be able to just, take one of the small ones, kick a few people off, get them to sail north. The problem is, they probably won't like one of their ships going off on its own. So it might be easier to just, off the big guy.
Okay, so this a slight departure from the plan I had originally had, which was just taking a walk here, but I kind of like that we're gonna steal a pirate ship, so
It's the much cooler of the options.
true. Well, let us just try and see if we can make something happen, and then if we can't, then we'll just have to kill everybody.
Works for me. And I think in this too, like, Werham, when he got in, just slammed his neck splitter like into the seat that he's rowing, so it's just kind of like in the boat next to him, handy.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I guess my question still is, which boat?
Oh, whoops.
Big boat. Sounds like we want the big boat.
Sorry, I was trying to see what the spells were in the staff.
Oh yeah.
So actually, I care about that too.
Both in and out of character, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Man, this is a ridiculous hydraulic push.
You guys have weird conversations.
True.
Yeah, I guess Werham will start rowing it towards the big ship if no one has any objections.
I can create a dust storm to, like, cover our approach.
Probably a good idea. Do
But it
they
would
have
work.
cannons? Is it that kind of pirate?
Nope, cannons are not a thing. There's not
Neat.
gunpowder. Mages are a thing.
Otherwise, we could always do the, oh, you guys caught Werham as your prisoner, and you want to make a trade.
Or you
Or
can
I caught
say
you.
You caught
Ooh,
us,
yeah.
which makes more sense.
That's a good point. It let me keep my all blade here too.
I guess Solace just starts like stuffing all of his shit into his bag of holding.
Wait, sorry, stuff's what?
I think our plan is that Warham is gonna say that he brought us from the shore.
Ah. Okay. Alright, that works.
And I'm going to conceal my bag of holding as well.
Are you...
Hey,
let's-
big guy over there. I'm gonna need to take your sword for a moment. That all right with you?
Oh, sure, that sounds just fine to me.
You concealing the bag of holding, like, on... like, under your cloak, or... On the
Underneath like my shirt.
boat? Okay. All right. Okay.
Because Solace wears his +1 +1 chain underneath like his shirt.
Mhm.
So it's like underneath like the actual like a robe of his shirt.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So, oops. So you're not trying to like sneak onto the boat then. You're just rowing up.
Yeah, he'll give kind of like the the pirate whistle though. As they get closer to like alert them and
Yeah, there's
hey,
like
throw down the rope. I got some prisoners.
yeah, there's like a deckhand that like spots you some ways off. You see someone like holding a lantern up top, and yeah, they'll they like lower down the rope to like tie on the rowboat. He's like, you've all been gone for hours. What happened? Where's everyone else?
What was the guy's name? See, I thought I'd written it down, but I didn't. What was the dude's name that was leading the charge?
King.
King?
Yeah.
All right. King fucked it all up. I guess I'm in charge now, or at least of what's there. Imagine there's not a lot of people there, but most of all men died too.
Did you take the fort then?
Yeah.
I mean, he's I don't know. He like shouts for some other people to come over to get out here and like help raise up the boat, and like gives you a hand, kind of getting the quote unquote prisoners on board. Can you roll just a deception check for me?
Can do.
Okay.
That's not bad.
It isn't bad. Yeah. So these guys are all convinced. And yeah. What was your answer when he asked if you took the fort? I don't know.
Yes.
Oh,
It
okay.
was yes, we took the fort.
Really? I guess.
Do you doubt me?
Well, they just. He shrugs. It's like. It's been a long wait. It seemed like it didn't go that smoothly.
Oh, it didn't go smoothly. King fucked it up.
Is King alive?
You think I'd be in charge if King was alive?
I guess not.
Exactly. So why don't we go meet with Captain Mako real quick?
He
I'll
nods.
hand over these prisoners and I can get some friggin' drink in me.
Yeah. He'll yeah, he like yells some instructions to the other guys, like, make sure this is tied up tight. Don't want to lose another goddamn rowboat. And he'll turn around and start like walking over to the like captain's quarters. I'm just kind of like assuming you're gonna follow.
Yep. Yeah. The paddle probably is making an unholy racket as as Werham's just dragging it along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, gents, let's get going. The captain wants to meet with us.
And this guy knocks hard on the door, and he's like, Captain, one of the short crew's back. Says it didn't go so well, but they got the fort. And the captain, like, what they took the fort? Why didn't they set the trebuchets on fire? And he, like, he's like stomping. It's like, one minute. And then after a moment, he like opens the door. He like gestures for him to come in, gestures for you to come in, Werham, and like kind of nods behind you to the two quote unquote prisoners. He's like, who the hell are these two?
Well, that's what we're about to find out, isn't it? Come on, gents, get in there. And Werham will kind of like push them forward a little bit and then close the door behind them.
Okay. Yeah, and there's, you enter the room. There's like a big table in the middle, kind of a hanging lantern above it that's rocking with the ship, bed in the corner. It's like the nicest room on the ship, but it's not that nice. There's just like clothes hung over the back of one of the chairs. There's like kind of a, like spilled mugs on one half of the table. Yeah. Like there's like a candle on the desk that's just like melted onto the desk.
Werham at least will kind of grab out his sword off to the side and just have it ready and go, well, come on, you two, explain yourself, why don't you? And he'll have Sonus's sword handy to hand to him as well.
And the Captain Mako like crooks his eyebrow and he'll sit down in the chair, raise an eyebrow at the two captives. He's like, elf doesn't look like much, but what's... Big guy looks like he'd put up a fight.
Hold on, I'm trying to. I feel like they changed the character sheet again on me.
It's tough with the little images.
Oh no.
So I'm like, I was trying to find I was like, where's my feet at? Like, okay. So I have a feat called Melodious Spell.
Oh, okay.
And this allows me to cast a spell while attempting to hide it with performance. And we all know I'm a very good performer.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And I was trying to read Charm because I feel like it's just verbal, which is fantastic because I cannot use my hands.
Okay. So the save DC will be 25. Can you have to roll your perform against his perception?
It is his perception to perceive, yeah.
Is that a
Or
heightened
might just be
spell,
against
or
his...
just
Yeah, so like you roll your perform.
Yeah, I can cast this at 5th level as well. So
Okay.
it is a 5th level charm.
Duration lasts
Or
until
not
the
fifth
next
level.
time you make your daily preparations.
Yeah,
Wow.
No, I
that's
cannot
awesome.
actually. I can't actually do this at 5th level. I forgot. I don't have
okay.
a 5th level spell slot.
Gotcha.
I get those at 10. But it does last a long time, I think. It lasts for an hour, which is
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
enough time for us to, I think, initiate a plan of some kind. Where's the F? Game?
Okay. Give me a moment. I actually have to look at his sheet.
Oh wait, this should actually be 30.
30. Okay, I don't have to look at his sheet.
Yeah.
Very well. So,
Sorry, I forgot to. I was trying to figure out if I was going to put my master in something else, but then I realized that I would just get occultism later.
and it's will? 25?
Yep.
He's got a chance, and he fails. So he is charmed, and he doesn't notice that you're casting a spell. And definitely neither does anyone like outside. But yeah, before you finish casting the spell, he like kind of raises an eyebrow at you, Werham. He's like, so what? He's some kind of... And then like the charm hits him, and as he's gesturing, he like kind of stops and blinks and shakes his head, looks down, blinks again. Let's see. He didn't crit fail or anything. Becomes friendly towards you if it was friendly.
Yeah, so he's just he's agreeable to our actions, I guess, is the way this is worded, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he kind of like leans back in his chair and he's like, actually, that singing is very nice. I think we should keep him, he says, looking at you, Werham.
It's your ship. You want to take him with us and head back up?
Yeah, he shrugs. He's like, maybe we can do that. Yeah. Wait, but you said you took the fort, so the other ships can sail in.
I wouldn't. There's not much there.
No, but the ships can sail down the fjords, well, suppose you're not privy to all the commands, but we've got
Yeah.
things
For the
to
record,
do here.
Ludwig is pissed off right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait.
Why is Ludwig mad?
Son of a gun! I knew it. Friggin' map makers knew they were trouble.
Well, but we know, like, we turn in the map though, so you know.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
And you guys super slowed them down.
Oh yeah, no, we know roughly where they're headed. So,
Okay, so
but anyway,
I'm gonna
Werham doesn't
lie.
know that, and
I'm gonna make a deception check.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell him that one of the city's deep mainland is actually going to intercept the forces at Castell and mount an offense against them. And if you want them to survive, we need to go up there.
Okay. Then I guess go ahead and make a. Let's see. Do you have to, like, if you're lying to convince someone, do you have to make a deception check and then, like, a regular, like, diplomacy check?
I think it is just deception.
Well, like,
Because
even
he's
if they
friendly
believe
to-
your lie, they can
Well,
still
if
be like,
he's friendly to us, right?
okay. Well, let's start with the deception.
Okay, hold on. I need to read something.
Okay.
hopefully you're good at deceiving.
Well, I do
Werham's
hold-
axe is slowly weeping a little bit of blood onto the floor.
Yeah.
He's getting a little itchy.
Do you think that this is a time where I can get a +2 to Ageless Patience? Like, we're not in danger or anything, so...
Yeah. I think that's fine.
Okay, so this is +15. This is it, +2?
Okay. Let's see. Lie. Compared against the perception DC. Okay.
I theoretically could re-roll that, but I don't...
Okay.
Oh my god, Mitchell, please.
It, okay. It's your wisdom. I think it succeeds. So he believes the lie. But here's kind of the, so he believes what you're saying. He's like, wow. Self is very helpful. I do like him. We should keep him. We don't need to sail all the way up there just for that. We have the seers. They can send messages to each other. We'll just let them know.
Werham's kind of
hold on.
looking at him. Looking at him.
Hold on. I need to stop I should find a way to turn off my mouse wheel. Because I use it to stem. What is this guy?
Human. What do you want to know beyond that?
Like how tall? What's his build like?
Yeah,
what's-
he's like kind of burly. He's tall, like nearly as tall as Sonus. Bigger arms. little bit, like, visibly.
What is his outfit?
It's like second-hand naval captain. Like, he's trying to look very legitimate, but it's like a little dirty, it's wrinkled.
If we just killed him right here,
yeah.
What's the likelihood that I could pass off Sonus as this captain?
Like, disguise yourself as Captain Mako? To everyone? Probably not great.
Well,
like, to a couple of people.
Not me.
Yeah.
Sonus. Correct.
Like a little better? But again, it like kind of depends on how many people you have to convince. If you have to convince like the entire crew, one of them's probably gonna roll a critical success on their perception, right? And be like, what the guys, this isn't the captain.
Yeah, but then he has to convince all those other people. And the likelihood that one of them is not going to succeed is pretty high. You know?
Well, if I could jump in here, Captain. You know, this whole expedition to the fort left us pretty depleted. Are you sure we want to just keep going without the people? We don't have any kind of assault force left that took the fort. King's gone.
King died.
Yeah.
Kind of rubs his
Sorry, I
chin.
guess your friend here didn't tell you. I guess I'm in charge now.
King and Rook.
Yep. Turns out some of these folks have some kind of air magic.
Well, the other two ships, their job is to get a foothold. Losing the ground crew doesn't necessarily hold that up too much. I think they'll be fine. And then our ship will return to the rest of the fleet. A couple of people, 10, 20 crew will stay here, hold the fort. As much of the shore crew is left alive.
Sounds good. Why don't we just send those two out and then we'll head up north then?
Now sounds like a fine idea.
Should I take these two to the brig then?
He nods, stands up. It's like, we'll set sail tonight. I'll have the Seers let the other boats know to proceed into the fjords.
Alright,
He'll
sounds
nod.
good.
Yeah, he'll nod at you. It's like, you've done well, even if your commanding officers shakes his head. It's like,
Yeah, well, I want you to get the job done right.
always knew King was trouble. Never trust
Actually,
mercenaries from the mainland.
He should have been a little bit more trouble. Maybe he'd still be with us.
And nods and shakes a finger at you. It's like, that's good. That's good. I like that kind of thinking.
Just on a side note, did he have any more of those, things he was using to break the wall?
I don't know the particulars of the shore crew's plan.
Yeah, worth a shot.
He nods and he'll like kind of push past everyone and go out on deck, and he starts like shouting orders. Just like, you know, raise anchor, trim the sails, all these things, and shouts for someone to get him to Seer.
Stuff.
And so what do you guys do from there? Are you actually bringing your friends down to the brig?
I think he wants to do probably just a walk and talk
Okay, yeah.
as we go, of just like, what do you guys want to do? I mean, other than probably not go to the brig,
I was trying to figure out Hmm.
Look, I guess if you could send word to your people, you might want to do that. Or we just say, hey, your gods are pretty good. I don't know how Eden is.
It really sucks as Eve had the other bag.
The other what now?
The other bag folding.
No, the messenger bag.
Oh yeah, the messenger bag. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like one of these? And Werham pulls out his messenger bag. Oh, you need one?
Hmm. Yes. And I don't know, what's Ludwig's sleep like, right? Like, do you think that like if he hears something from his bag of like his messenger bag, he'll just wake up?
Re. Who could be calling at this time of the night?
Because that's like the only person I think that can do anything right now. So
Well, also,
yes.
like, nah, it's fine.
I mean, like we have, so it was 8, then 11, then 14, right? So there's an extra 14 people plus the 9 that were there already. So there's 25 of them.
If you, I guess we haven't talked about this, but basically, Ludwig would send some harpies through too.
Oh,
Fuck with
right, okay.
anybody.
Well, okay, so there's not like, you know, there's a harpy in Eden who is on the council. So, like...
Okay, yeah, that probably wouldn't fly. No pun intended, but hey, welcome.
Also, it would take days for them to actually get there.
We got a portal right there.
I have the keys.
True.
That's a problem. Huh.
I do have a spell called Invisibility Sphere.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Also, the
I've
other...
been
Sorry, go ahead.
I've been like trying to figure out how to like, and I keep on forgetting to add to my freaking spell list though. I'm really quite silly for not doing it all the time. Because I guess theoretically, like, if Sonus and I could just like punch a hole in these ships as they're leaving, like, then we don't have to worry about the fort.
Uh-huh.
And like, I have 2 5th level hydraulic pushes.
And they're not... like, these boats aren't going to take the fort. They're going in.
Right. But like,
Yeah, you could just let them past.
oh yeah, they are just going in, aren't they?
Yeah, you could just like leave them be.
Well, also like we also have like a operating fort. So
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, but the trebuchets
Yeah.
are definitely
No,
just
I'm-
going to, like,
I'm
hit the
done.
boats.
Yeah, I'm done. You're right. I'm making this way more complicated because I have no faith in humanity.
In the people you're now in charge of.
Yeah, it's the Emperor's curse for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see like the person who's like really supposed to protect me and is like in charge of like these royal guards who are really cool, and like he's no better than me at swinging a sword. So it really
Man, that
do
one
be like
fight
that.
really took a lot
His-
of our confidence.
He's in management, man.
Look, that doesn't actually mean anything.
I can
If
tell
you're
you...
if you're an incompetent manager, you just shouldn't be a manager.
My manager at every job I've ever done knew how to do my job less than I did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, that is unfortunate because we're about to have a whole new thing here where managers are actually good at their jobs. And it's that's the first thing I'm doing when I go back to Eden.
Well, that's
The
my point.
first
is
degree.
His job isn't to swing a sword. His job is to teach other people to swing a sword
I
and
feel
to hold
like you have to
shields
be-
and to walk in
I feel
formation.
like you have to be good at swinging a sword to teach people how to swing a sword.
No, you just gotta be good at finding trainers.
God. Okay.
Don't you worry about X. Let me worry about X.
Yeah. Delegation. That's what management is.
All right. Well, let us do this thing then.
All right.
Now that I don't have to like waste a spell slot, be invisible, and all this other trash. Well, wouldn't it be kind of weird if we're not in the brig? When you said you were taking us to the brig?
Yeah, a little bit. Suppose you guys could go to the brig if you really want to. Otherwise, we, could just kill the captain and take over the damn ship.
Are there any other people in the brig?
Well, let me tell you, if I think real odd... are there... I don't.
You have no idea. I don't know.
I have
Like-
no idea.
At least, like, a few people have been put in the brig for, like, a day or two with, like, no rations because they, like, got too drunk and weren't able to follow orders. So, like, decent chance that someone's in the brig.
Well, also, like, brigs are... Like, a brig on a ship is, like, actually, like, really... Like, a brig on a galleon is huge.
Yeah.
So, like, it could fit a reasonably large amount of people.
Yeah. But it's not going to be crowded. You guys haven't taken any prisoners or anything.
Yeah, I mean, we could set you there, but you're probably not gonna like it.
It's not great. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's not terrible. It's like probably a bench and like a bunch of straw on the floor. Not gonna have a hammock.
Solace is just, like, thinking, like, I'm just gonna stay on top. If I have any questions, I'll just sing a song, play an instrument.
Yeah, like he might just be like, put big man in the brig. The elf can keep singing.
Fair, like, have dinner festivities.
Well, we should definitely watch and observe if we're going to be doing here. We should not be in here. We'll gain no information.
Alright, well, you said you had some kind of invisibility. You want to go up by the captain while he's talking with that seer and see what we can see from the seer?
Well, if it's all the same to you, there's no reason for me to be invisible. It'd be more suspicious if I could go invisible and just didn't do that and run away, right?
But how would they know you're invisible if you're invisible? I mean, you guys do whatever you want, don't get me wrong. As long as I've got my sword, I'm fine.
We're like here, right?
No, you're real close to shore. You're like less.
Hog, shoreline.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's. I'm just not gonna cast invisibility sphere because it's actually
Okay.
pretty big. I think it's like a 10-foot sphere. So.
You just make the entire boat invisible.
Yeah, I would just make the entire
Wow.
boat invisible, basically. Well, not the whole boat, but like it would be
Yeah.
really hard to like walk around invisibility sphere and then like somebody comes into the sphere and they're like, "Oh my god, who are you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm a ghost."
The two little
Wow.
boats are like, where'd the captain go? Did they just abruptly sink?
Okay. So, where are you guys hanging out?
I'm hanging out on the top deck. I'm not going down to the brig. Fuck that.
What about Sonus? Are you bringing Sonus down?
Sonus is probably kind of just following along as much as possible,
Yeah.
but also kind of really just debating on blowing up the ship.
I say, I'm fine with that. We can do that.
You can blow
You know-
up the ship when we get to Castell.
Something, it's true. Something tells you that you could. Like, you're just thinking about it. You have so much power as the Midwest paddle.
You're so powerful.
You just think about the stories people would tell if you shot a lightning bolt straight down through the ship and it just started filling with water. Or like, you just chucked a fireball or an airball at the other ship. And it started sinking.
Theoretically, he could just like. Actually, I don't know. Like the ships are like the rowboats are just being dragged behind the ship, right?
No, I mean they've got pulleys. They like pulled them up, you know. They're rigged up.
Smart. I would just have dragged them behind me because honestly, like boats don't get affected by drag that much. But well, they do. But you know, these are people like sailing, so it's okay.
So does big guy over here just want to destroy the big two of these ships and we just take the last one?
Well, this ship
Oh,
has
I
50
mean-
people on it.
I mean, that's an
Yeah.
option, but if we can convince the captain to work for us, then that's not too bad an idea either.
I think that same like I don't know, the first mate that like you were talking to before, like walks up to you, Werham. He's like, "You want for me to bring these guys to the brig, or?" Seem pretty chatty for prisoners.
Werham looks at the two of them. I'm strongly contemplating it.
Gotta raise an eyebrow.
Are they alone? Like
The first mate? Well,
I'm
I mean,
assuming-
now-
I'm assuming we're like.
Now
kind
there's
of in
people
the
on
busy
deck.
ship. Okay.
Like there's people setting sails and whatnot. You're getting ready to go. Same with the other boats now. You see the captain at like talking up at the wheel, basically talking to the who you recognize as the seer. It's kind of like hooded figure in like robes, holding like this like orb.
Fine. We'll tell you what. Yeah. Why don't you take them down to the brig? Here, and I'll hand him Sonus's sword. Hopefully he's weak enough that it's actually an effort to drag it along. And I'll just go up and hang out with the captain and make sure that that I have my orders. If you catch my drift. And he kind of clinches the axe a little bit harder again. I'm just saying, they've got to really think about what they want to do and make it snappy.
I mean, I think the captain knows what he's doing.
Sure he does. Sure he does. Yes, of course.
Okay. Sorry, this is just like this plan is so much cooler than my plan of walking there, but also like it's so much more dangerous.
Yeah.
Correct. The captain likes you.
He does like me. And,
Like you guys, so the sails have been dropped, and you guys are starting to like sail north, and the other two are starting to like turn back to the channel.
okay, so he's taking us to the thing, right?
Yeah, the plan is for the galleon to go regroup
Okay,
with
so
like the
I
fleet.
whisper to him, and I cast Modify Memory on him.
On the captain,
The first mate.
first mate. Okay, sure.
Because he's going to take us down to the brig, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Modify Memory on him and convince him that, like, we were just being taken to the upper deck.
To like where the captain is, like
Yeah.
upper deck. Okay, sure.
That's great.
This guy is not like, he doesn't really have levels, and he mostly follows orders, so it's probably like, I don't know.
Yeah,
nothing.
so basically, I'm going to convince him that we're guests of the captain.
he fails. Not critically, but
I mean, it still lasts forever, so.
yeah. So like, yeah, you start singing and like draw a couple of looks, but no one's, not paying too much attention. The captain just like looks down and nods and then continues talking to the seer. Kind of like jabs a thumb in your direction. And then, yeah, the first mate kind of shakes his head. He's like,
I can modify a spell each round, or I can modify a memory once each round. What the hell?
So yeah, he's just like, it's like taking you to the upper deck, of course. And he like kind of waves. He's like, follow me.
All right, make no trouble now. It would be dangerous to do so in such precarious circumstances.
Trouble? No trouble.
No, I was sorry, that was to
Oh.
Sonus.
Okay. I see.
Because Sonus wants to blow up the ship, so I'm just like, hey, like, please don't do that. I don't want to get wet.
Huh?
Oh, you're scared of a little swimming?
I would just much rather not get wet. These are expensive.
True, yeah, you like switched to your Emperor's clothes, didn't you?
No, but like my clothes are still expensive.
Yeah, you just have fancy clothes. Also fair. Okay. So yeah, this guy like turns and he starts bringing the two up to the captain, Werham.
Well, like, so the upper deck, like, I just don't want to be below deck, basically.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I just
Okay.
don't want to have to like go where I won't be able to get anything, like see anybody.
Okay. So like, hold on. Do you want to be top deck or do you want to be like crew deck?
Well, top deck is just not below deck, Dylan.
Yes. So do you want to be top
So-
deck? Do you want to be
Correct.
okay? Sure. That's
I guess
fine.
upper deck would be like the room above, like below the like wheel, but
Right. I'm just
That-
all right.
yeah.
So like you're asking him to bring you to exactly where you are.
well, yeah. Basically, I'm just telling him that like I'm trying to make it so he doesn't take us down.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we just want to go talk to the captain, maybe? Have another real quick chat. Make sure it looks like we're going. Give us a few minutes and we'll be out of range of the rest of these, if you catch my drift.
Of course.
Doesn't take. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's about as much of a plan as I have.
Can we just basically slow walk up to the top,
Yeah, that's fine.
whistling, you know?
Right, yeah. So yeah, you guys are like, or at least, you guys are walking up the stairs that direction to the wheel, and the captain like kind of nods in your direction. He's like, "It's a good idea to keep the singer up here. I like his songs. I like him more than I thought I would. Maybe he could stay. I think." Why you, I don't know why you're keeping the other one up here. I feel like he can be put in the brig.
Yeah, he's funny in his own way.
Crooks an eyebrow and he opens his mouth to say
Oh,
something.
I can sing too, okay?
Like I said, he's funny in his own way.
Teach all you Eden folk how to sing. Why don't you give me a song? And he starts to say that, but then there's like the sound of there's just like crunching and what sounds like like planks scattering. There's just like an explosion from behind you, basically. And you like the captain kind of looks back, looks over his shoulder, and he sees like one of the ships entering the channel has like lurched to the side and it like gets pelted by another like huge rock and like kind of already just starts to like sink. And then he like Worm, he turns to you and he's just furious. He like grabs you by the collar.
As soon as he starts turning, Werham's just gonna baseball bat to the side of his head with the thing.
Alrighty then. Let's see. I think then we will maybe roll some initiative to see if he can like. So let's.
This character's so different than Ludwig. It's weird.
Let's see. Okay, that's that one for that. All right. So go ahead and roll me your initiatives. We're not gonna have a map for this because not everyone's gonna like participate here. Not all the enemies are.
Leave. It's not great, but I'll leave it.
Okay. Oh. Let's find a different.
No, that was good.
Uh huh. All right, sure. Yeah, you want that? Fine. We'll choose your character. Okay, I need this guy's character sheet again. Let's see. Not that much. Okay.
I feel like I'm about to get into a smash battle.
I wonder why. I should have set up a whatever. I don't think the combat tracker works very well without. I think the captain is gonna go before you, Werham, which is the big question, I guess.
All right.
Well, you think you rolled a 27, he rolled a 22.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess I can't use a hero point after I see that, I assume.
I think you can.
I'll burn one, just because it would be fun. That's do it. Yep, can't do it.
All right.
Got closer, but can't do it.
And the other one is perception is based on wisdom.
Correct. No, wait, what? Is that perception? I hope it's not, because my wisdom's garbage.
Let's see.
It is wisdom. Yeah, it's wisdom. I just
This
happen
one's
to be a
actually gonna be-
master in proficiency.
Less. Wow. Okay, so the seer is caught off guard. The witch is super caught off guard by all this, but the captain sees you heft the axe, and he's going to go first. Someone just go ahead and give me your roll though, as well.
For perception?
Yeah, for initiative, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yes, perception. All right, the captain is still just going first. So he he sees you hefting the axe. What did I roll? 13. Okay. All right. And he's going to bring up, pulls out his sword, and take a swipe at your arm, basically. Let's see.
Fucking bring it.
One moment, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. So takes out his sword, takes a swipe. I imagine that a 34 is a success.
Oh yeah, boy, yeah, it sure does. It is 10 above his AC.
Okay.
But he'll use his reaction to bring up his shield.
You're dead.
Yeah,
Dead.
just dead.
Well-
So his AC would be 26 with his shield up. If he can. I don't know if we want to say he didn't have the shield out. That also makes sense.
Oh wait. Do you have like a reaction that lets you bring your shield up?
Yes, it is that. What do they call it? Sorry, I don't have all the feats memorized yet, but it is the reactive shield. You can snap your shield into place just as you would take a blow, avoiding the hit at the last second. You immediately use the raise a shield action and gain the shield's bonus to AC. It does not, however, block any damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you raise the shield to raise your AC, and that brings it above the point where you would get crit.
Exactly.
Okay. The sword is a striking sword, but nothing like too fancy. Outside of that, so still
that's
23
lucky.
damage.
All right, that ain't nothing.
Yeah. And he will, I guess, take another swipe at. I guess it would be 14 for this.
He grins. That'll also hit.
All right. So yeah, it takes a couple of cuts, but then it is the party's turn, and I feel like retribution is on its way for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was Werham, and then what the hell? Your initiative is so much higher than Sonus's. Okay, so I guess it's your turn next, Werham.
Yeah, that expert perception really boosts that initiative there. Yeah, he is going. How close is the captain to this other person?
Let's see. Probably like they were pretty close. You took like a step towards you. Probably 10 feet. I'm gonna say 10 feet away from the other guy.
Okay, so he's not quite there, because the swipe is I can make a wide swinging arc.
Okay. You could get
and
like you could get on the other side of the captain if you wanted.
Sure.
Like you can spend a move to get there. He does seem at the ready.
Yes. But if I do a step action, that does not trigger it, correct?
Yes, you would have to take like 2 step actions. It's like you, the captain, blank space, the seer. So there's like a square in between.
Okay.
And you have to take like 2 step actions to get all the way over there.
Yeah, that's probably not worth it then. He's just going to make sure I see what I have on there. I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly. All right, he hefts the sword. That's we have a little blood, a little crystal that's dangling on it. Kind of brightens and shatters a potency crystal. Oh, it just says well, that's not very helpful for me seeing what the rest of it is. But that gives it a +1 bonus to it. I'm still going to sweep. I can still sweep as an action without another person right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because that will give the
Maybe.
the sweep modifier that +1 on the old neck splitter boy on that.
I don't see why you couldn't. It's just a little weird. It's just a little weird either way. But okay, go for it.
Yeah, just kind of a wide attack is how I'm
Yeah.
imagining it.
Got the wind up.
Oh, it's only if it's a different target this turn with everyone. So yeah, it probably can't use the sweep
Okay.
thing then without 2 of them. All right, he's gonna hit him maybe.
All right.
How's that
He is, yeah.
feel? All right.
Feels good.
All right, and then he rolls damage.
Yep. All right.
That is a kind of garbage damage a little bit, but
Undefined magical. Weird.
why is it undefined? That is weird. I hope we
Alright.
set that damage up right, but yes. And then since he didn't sweep, I guess he'll just whack at him again.
All right.
So a couple quick strikes. So that second one should be minus the 4, I think it is, in between. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 23.
Well, let's see. If it's a two-handed weapon, it's usually -5.
Okay, so 22.
Okay, that is a miss.
Okay. All right, so he deals a little bit of damage and is just grinning.
Since you hit him, you've both hit him and missed him now, so I'm going to tell you that his AC is 26.
Makes sense.
Monk X?
Let's get crazy, Captain. Time for a mutiny.
What the hell are you doing? And, well, then I guess it's Sonus' turn.
Is my paddle still in the bag?
I don't think it was in the bag. I think Werham was
The-
holding it.
The first mate has it at the moment.
Oh, the first
He was
mate has it.
Yeah, he was dragging it along.
Yeah, so he's like looking wide-eyed. He's behind you guys. He'll move at the end of the round and do something. But he's like right next to you, Sonus.
Sonus is going to just reach for the paddle.
Okay.
Can I do athletics?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, you wrenched the paddle from him.
Okay.
Dope.
And then Sonus is gonna turn around and just swing at the captain.
Go for it.
Oh my god.
That is a critical miss.
Can I reroll?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, you can have my hero point. Let me get rid of
Say, I
that.
don't think we judge you for that.
Still a miss, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, his AC is 26.
Yikes.
Yep. Not a critical miss though. You don't accidentally just toss your sword.
into the ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I can do much. Yeah, I'll just be done for now then.
Okay. Then it will be Silas' turn.
Does it look like the seer is gonna do anything?
Yeah, they look surprised, but but yes. It, looks like they're going to start, like, they bring up their hands, and they, like, start kind of wrapping this, like, mist around this orb that they're holding.
So I pull the staff of sand out of the bag of holding.
Okay.
And then I use a charge. Because we determined it was charged before, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then I do a 5th level hydraulic push.
Okay.
Hydraulic push.
I am not super familiar with how staves work. He did use a charge to, like, bring up the sand wall.
Well, sand wall is not a spell on the staff, so
And I might need to make an adjustment.
like sand wall is probably just a spell he knew. I don't know.
I might need to make an adjustment.
But
But it's a first level spell.
So, well, arcane, like, so if you're, I believe arcane people have to like charge the spell and then they get like free spells from investing into it. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think so. You can use the hydraulic push, it's fine.
Okay. Where is? I really should have this already in. Also, why am I talking like that? I should have these as like spells in my actual spell list because it is a little whack. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm actually just gonna roll plus 12.
Okay. That is a hit. In fact, I think that might be a crit.
So this is
Okay, it is not quite a crit, but
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
all right. So they take 30 damage, and you knock them back. How many feet is it? Is it just 5 on a regular?
5 feet, yeah.
Okay. For the sake, you know, they are like pretty close to the edge. You knock them back, they stumble backwards, they hit the railing, and they let out like a shriek as they tumble over the edge and into the water.
Pog. And we'll just say that that's like the only hydraulic push left in the spell.
Okay.
Or left in the staff.
And I think that was all your
That
things.
was
So it would have been the
everything I
witch's
can
turn.
do. Yep.
Let me see. I'll figure out what they did in a minute, because they're not super available right now. And then we'll go back up to Captain Mako. Let's see.
This Captain Mako guy is a real tough nut.
A little bit. Werham, you are...
Bleed good though.
Let's see. So you're saying that, and he's like, maybe, but not quite yet. And he's gonna like, just pick up his leg, and he's gonna try to boot you back down the stairs.
Okay, I had a different mental image of what you. He picked up his leg.
Yeah. No,
I was
just
like, he's not gonna axe this guy.
lifts his leg and just
He's got a peg leg and it's
tries
a skirt.
to and tries to boot to chest. With a nice little athletics check.
All right. Is that like a contested one?
I believe it goes either against your AC or your athletics DC. He's like just trying to shove you.
I should know shove. I will.
And I'm
look
looking it up,
shove,
but-
yeah, that would do it.
Okay.
That's a
Attempt
real
an
high
athletics
number.
check against your opponent's fortitude DC.
Fortitude DC, lol. Okay. What's your fortitude?
It is a plus 14.
All right, so not plus 24. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
So, all right. Yeah, he kicks you, and he just like he's kicking you down the stairs. Go ahead and give me like just a, I guess, like acrobatics to not just like fall and eat shit.
Okay, actually, I'm not terrible at acrobatics. Oh, that one was staring me in the eyes.
Okay, so you do like still you kind of tumble down the stairs, but you only take like 1d6 damage when you like hit the bottom of all the tumbling. Also, the first mate goes with you, and he does not get up as readily as you will. And then yeah, he's gonna turn to Sonus. I imagine you have kept your distance a little more.
He did hit him
Yeah.
with a sword.
Wait, sorry, what? Oh, sorry, Solus. I meant Solus. You've kept your distance.
Oh, hell
I
yes.
usually don't do that.
Hell yes.
All right, so he's gonna turn to you, Sonus, and take a.
You-
1d20
I am
plus.
so far away. I'm
Okay.
flying.
Sonus, this is at you. That feels like a miss.
I think that's definitely a miss. Let me look at my character sheet. But
I have a
Yeah.
25, so that should be a miss.
that's a miss.
Okay, he does another chop. He believes.
Holy shit.
That's a
This
hit.
guy's a beast.
All
I
right,
love it.
So chop chop. First one like hits you parry it, and the second one lands for nearly max damage.
What the hell?
He's got dog blood in him. Captain the Dog Mako.
Dog shark. All right, then it's gonna be your turn, Worm. You are prone at the bottom of the stairs. It'll take like one move action to get back up there, but also one move action to stand up. So
Yeah, he will stand up. You said the first mate's just next to him.
yeah, just on the ground, he's like just splayed out, like holding his side, groaning.
Bob?
Man's defenseless, but he's probably going to be trouble. So yeah, he's just gonna try and behead him.
All right. Sounds good.
Which is
I think that's
probably
gonna
an
be
attack.
real easy. But go ahead. Yeah, that is a hit.
27. And the damage.
Yeah, so like, he is for all intents and purposes helpless. He is not particularly a leveled character. Again, management. So yeah, you like he's like holding his side groaning, and you like raise your axe, and he looks up and his eyes go wide, and then his head rolls, and then you're free to spend your other action.
Just for my remembering this, and remembering to say it, this is a wounding weapon, so that 1d6 is that bleeding damage that causes.
Oh yeah, that'll be like persistent.
Yeah, so just heads up for, I forgot to mention that for the captain dude, but that is
Yeah, he has to roll
an
like a
issue.
fortitude check. He does take the 1d6, so I'll roll. Oh wait.
He already took it. It was.
Yeah, he already
it's
took that first one.
included in
Okay.
the damage, but it's not. It doesn't note that it's bleeding.
Yeah. Do you know what the DC is?
I can look it up, because he will spend the rest of his turn. He'll just procure one of his healing flasks from his thing. I don't think he can drink it this turn, but he'll have it for next
Yeah,
turn.
pull it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
And I'll
Sonus,
look up
it'll
wounding.
be your turn, and then it'll be Solus.
Okay. Sonus is just gonna blast the guy with the wind chill push. So
Okay. And by the okay.
oh my
Oh
god.
my. It's not a crit fail. It's barely not a crit fail.
Okay.
Yeah, he like throw that wind chill push, and he kind of like braces himself and like slides back a little bit. Doesn't get knocked by it. Then you still have an action.
Sonus is just gonna go for a swing.
Okay. Remember, it'll take your multi-attack penalty.
It's a DC 15 flat check for bleeding, by the way.
DC 15. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna go
It's
for
a
it.
flat check.
We're still gonna.
Oh,
we're still
flat
gonna go
check.
for it.
Flat check.
Then he didn't succeed.
Does it? And it adds together, right? So like when you deal persistent damage, it's like, right?
It's just another 1d6 on the next turn.
Okay. I know that there's like a type of bleeding damage. It's like, oh, if it like you do it again, it does the thing.
Yeah. Well, I think you can like apply stacks of it, maybe. Like you can bleed multiple times.
Yes,
That-
because he only applies. Does wounding?
Oh,
it
that's
just
a
does bleed
22,
damage.
right?
Yeah.
1d6 persistent bleed damage. So I assume if I added more damage to that, it would just be persistent.
Yeah.
So he's got 4 persistent damage.
Oh well. Okay. So it's like the roll every time, but like I think you can apply bleed more than once. So like
Mm-hmm.
if
So
you
it'd add
hit him
extra
again, it'll
D6
be
then?
yeah right.
Yeah, you
okay.
can be simultaneously affected by multiple persistent damage conditions, so long as they have different damage types.
Oh, different damage types.
If you gain more than one persistent damage condition with the same damage type, the higher amount overrides the lower amount.
Okay.
Well, I ain't doing extra beyond that, I don't think.
Okay, so I guess that means like you can do burn, poison, and bleeding, but you can never
Yeah.
do more than one. of each.
Right. You can apply like 1d6 bleeding, and then you can apply 1d8 bleeding, and it'll apply the 1d8 instead. But yeah.
All right, that's still not bad.
Free damage is free damage.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I love
So
free
he like
damage.
he parries that paddle slash, and then it will be Solus's turn.
You love to see it.
Well, you are actually a sorcerer.
I don't know.
Spells are for quitters.
It's not a joke. I don't know.
You are.
No, I know.
Good lord. Okay. Bob?
The description is so long.
Yeah. So I call down the wheel.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so remind me what this looks like, because it's not the scarf anymore.
It's it is the bladed scarf, but it's like in the shape of a wheel.
Okay, got you. All right, cool.
And
And
I
yeah, that
just
does
pull
hit.
it down like directly next to him. So it's
Alright.
like a hula hoop. It looks like a hula hoop, but it's a bladed scarf.
Yeah. And he will, takes the 9 damage. All right. Kind of like looks annoyed at the scarf that just like sliced his flank.
And then I guess I move farther up the stairs? Question mark. Unless I can see someone up there. 'Cause-
No, it's just him right now.
Okay. Oh wait, he's like at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, hell,
And-
I'm not going anywhere close to him. This man is spooky.
And like the crew is looking confused as again like rocks smash into the second boat in the channel. The camera jumps over the boat. And the first boat is like sinking, and the second boat was falling behind, probably too closely, and ends up like kind of rubbing up against the other boat and like taking a bunch of damage. Like the mast like pokes into boat number 2, and then another rock comes down and like lands on the deck. It's like too late to turn out of the channel. There's just carnage on that boat. There's people like jumping out of the boats, swimming towards either shore. And this Captain glowers over his shoulder at the sound. And the rest of the crew is kind of confusedly starting to understand what's happening, like that there's fighting going on their boat. And some of them are looking towards the stairs, and a couple are approaching and pulling out their swords. Werham, you see this. Solus, you also see this. Sonus, you're kind of busy, but they're like hesitant to join, but they will if nothing changes. And then it will be Captain Mako's turn, and Sonus, you are the only one in front of his blade at the moment. So he turns and tries to slice you. That looks
Okay.
juicy.
Fog, crit.
Oh my god.
Do you still have a... It doesn't matter. Do you still have a hero point? You don't.
No.
Okay, sounds good. Hopefully he doesn't roll max damage. He rolls semi-average damage. You take 38 damage.
Eesh.
So yeah, cut.
It's so wild to me, right? Because like I think this is already crit, right? Or no? I'm so confused.
It crit on Werham, but Werham raised his shield to avoid it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a miss.
Good lord.
And that's...
Yeah, I was feeling
Cut,
real
cut.
good with a 26 AC, and now I see that ain't nothing.
Wait, are those all at me?
Yeah, so he goes cut. Second one is a miss. Third one looks like a hit.
Yeah, I'm down.
You're down. All right.
Oh boy.
So yeah, cut. Sonus goes down. He like starts to step over him, looking at you, Solus. Well, I guess not. You've taken offensive action on him. So yeah, he's looking at you.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like,
just like, man, this guy's fucked up.
you come on my ship, sing your siren song. He's like raising his sword threateningly. Make a fool out of my crew. And it's Worm's turn.
Werham is going to chug the lesser healing potion to is it auto? Oh, you love to see it. To get 14 points back. And would he be able to get to the captain in a move action?
Yeah, yep.
So he is going to just put his shoulder down and like linebacker charge into the captain.
All right.
And you see around his neck this like bull pendant, bull face, just shimmers, and it gives a +2 status bonus to the athletics check as he just hurls himself into the captain.
Okay. What is your...
To shove him.
Okay. You want to...
Because he's trying to just shove him, like, over the edge, if possible.
Okay.
Or at least away from Solace.
Okay. And that is against his fort.
I just looked. His Fortitude DC, yes.
That is a success.
Is it a critical?
It is not a critical success. So
Okay.
how far can it push him?
5 feet. Let me double check the item real quick. When you activate, that's only for critical failures. All right, so 5 feet. Yeah.
Okay. It will not quite push him over any edge. I would let you like kind of toss him over your back and like down the stairs if you wanted.
Yeah, because we'd still all be up at the top at that point, right?
Yes.
All right, yeah, that actually sounds great if he can just hoist him and kind of suplex him down the stairs a little bit.
Yeah. So you ram your shoulder into his gut. He is surprised by the force of it, and you're able to just tumble him over your back. And he starts tumbling down the stairs. He'll take, he'll roll his acrobatics now, which is not super good.
Didn't you hear? I said it was a mutiny. Get off my ship.
And he's prone at the bottom of the stairs. He takes 2d6 damage. How about plus your strength? What's your strength mod?
+4.
Okay, so he takes 10 damage. And yeah, so on his turn, he'll have to stand up and re-engage. He grunts as he hits the ground. Solus, go ahead. Or I guess Sonus, you have to make a...
I'm on the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on the
So
stairs.
he just goes whipping past
Stairs
you.
are wide. The stairs are like 10 feet wide, I'm saying. They're
okay,
they're not
fine.
tiny stairs.
Feels good.
Yeah, there just doesn't have space. It's 2 people wide. So you don't get bowled over. I guess technically Solus you go before Sonus now, because Sonus's turn is now just before the captain.
What did they do? I feel like they added so many more buttons.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It
is messing with me a little bit. Too.
It feels like it looks the same, but it feels like it's not. Like, it's very weird. I'm having a tough time.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to cast the spell again. Oh,
It,
okay, never mind.
put it
done.
into chat.
Yeah. Normally, just like. Anyways, yeah. So I I walk up to Sonus and I'm just like mop.
Yeah. So Sonus, you get healed for 24. You suck in some breath as you are brought back to consciousness, up to 24 health. It's pretty good, really. And then it'll be...
Yeah, that is my turn because I'm
Okay.
gonna go up the stairs away from the captain now.
All right. So then, Sonus, it'll be your turn. You are on the ground. Your sword is next to you. Not in your hand, but next to you.
Okay. Where's the captain?
Bottom of the stairs, prone.
Sonus would pick up his paddle. Get up, pick up his paddle. Is that 2 actions or 1?
2 actions.
Okay, then Nah, Sonus is gonna get up. Trying to figure this out. I don't think I can do much with minimal actions. Are there any other people on the boat that are a threat to us really right now?
There are. His crew is like walking towards the stairs, yeah, and like a couple of them are gonna rush over and like. It's not their turn yet, but you see them moving towards the captain. There's kind of like a small rush of people coming across the deck.
Okay. Can I cast a spell while like on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. So, kind of where the people are running in that area, Sonus is going to,
Oh my gosh.
from the ground, I
I
don't know what to go.
You are out of level. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought you were out of like fireball level spells.
Oh yeah, but I have a level 4.
Okay.
Sonus is going to cast Air Storm
Okay.
over a 5-foot like area burst.
Okay. 5 foot burst. Okay.
Yeah, so he's going
Air
to
storm.
Oh, you'll see it.
I'd love to hear it. I'll tell you that much for sure.
All right. Gray storm cloud that pelts creatures with an icy deluge. When you
Change
cast a
anything
spell-
that says ice to just like air.
Yeah, magical
An air
air
deluge.
deals 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 2d8 cold damage to each creature in the area below the cloud. So no one is at the captain yet. Do you want to cast this over the captain, or like
Well,
just
okay, so
you're trying to block the crew?
So we're
right?
outside. I can cast 2 clouds.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
If you cast the spell outdoors, you can create 2 non-overlapping clouds instead of 1.
Sure.
So I think I essentially just get to cast the spell twice,
Yeah.
right? Right?
Right. Yes. Correct.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Yeah, so I'm gonna cast 1 over the captain and 1 over the like people.
Okay.
Yeah, so
All right. Roll.
And we'll roll-
It's all bludgeoning damage instead of 2d8 bludgeoning, 2d8 cold. So just roll 4d8 twice. Why does it have
Can I
an
just-
attack?
yeah, can I just roll is the attack just 2d8?
A burst. Is it supposed to be an attack or is it like a reflex save?
I feel
I feel like it's supposed to be a reflex save.
Well, I just pulled it from the
Okay.
thing.
Well, I guess.
Like,
Okay.
oh,
Lovely.
Okay, so crit on the captain.
okay.
Can you roll
And then-
another one on the other cloud? Possible crit on some people for the other one. Okay. So roll the 48 twice.
Okay.
Oh, but I guess the second one would be at plus 10, so 23. So probably not critting anyone.
So slash roll 48, or should I just roll 8d8? Or do you want me to roll it separate?
Okay, this is Ice Storm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a basic reflex.
What the heck? Okay,
That's
weird.
that's okay, because I just pulled it from the.
You might have like checked that it's an attack, possibly.
Maybe.
Okay, so he rolls a 30 on it. I'm guessing it's like a 25 or something for the save, so he'll probably take half damage. Yeah, half damage.
Yeah,
if
it's
a basic.
25.
So, roll the 48 twice, please. Okay, so he takes 9, and the rest of the crew the rest of the crew is getting just pelted. Okay, so he's at Chat, I'm just gonna show you his health real quick. Just, you know. Oh my god, fell off the side. There you go. It's health right there. There you go, chat. Okay. Anyway. And then the rest of the crew, like, is just getting pelted. Some of them are getting, like, knocked out. They're all trying to get out of the way of the cloud. It is perturbing them and preventing them from getting too close to the captain.
It's very interesting to me that being prone does not actually make you worse at making dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I kind of think it's supposed to be, actually.
Nope.
Huh, weird.
You are flat. I don't know if flat-footed makes you worse at making them or not, but I was just like looking at it because all these things have like status markers that they do. So it's very interesting when I like see something and it's not the way I expect it to be.
Yeah. What the heck? What types of spells do witches cast? Are they... I thought it would be occult.
It's
dependent.
primal or occult.
Okay, I'll go with it.
Well, I mean, like witches can cast all 4 spells actually, so it
Okay.
doesn't actually matter.
I see. All right.
If I see this sea seer cast like divine fire pillar, I'm gonna be real mad because that doesn't make any sense.
Okay. So Sonus, that was your spell. That's 2-action spell, 3-action spell.
That one's a 3-action.
Okay. So you're still on the ground. The captain like starts to stand up. Then on his turn, he probably has to redo the reflex save, right?
If he starts his turn in it, he takes damage.
Okay. Oh yeah, it does say basic reflex save right there. Okay. Any creature that ends its turn in the storm takes
Oh, yeah,
the
it ends.
cold damage. Okay. So he's gonna stand up. Also, I guess he didn't like necessarily drop his sword. He just fell prone. So he's gonna stand up, move out of the spell and up the stairs towards you, Werham. Let's see. Yeah, he's fine. Actually, let me just roll something. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
So he like stumbles out of the cold, and then like stops, like just collapses on the bottom of the stairs, just like kneeling. He's just like throws his sword aside. He's like, kind of, he sees that like Sonus is up, like puts his hands up. He's like, I give, you win. And kind of like looks back at his men. He's like, stop this nonsense with the storm. Stop damaging my ship. And then Werham, it'll it's your turn next in the turn order.
He's gonna go up to the captain and just kind of grab him and hold his neck splitter up to his neck.
Yeah, he like, raises his head. It's like looking at you. It's like,
I think you're supposed to call him Emperor or something.
crooks an eyebrow. And then like looks at Solus. Then back at you. He's like, Emperor was right there. Maybe I should have reconsidered this whole surrendering thing.
Yeah, maybe you should have.
I generally kill people who talk like that.
I don't have any idea if that's true or not, but he doesn't seem the most stable person.
Kind of rude, but probably not untrue. Also, this music is pog.
So yeah, you just looking between the two of you. It's like, yeah.
Okay,
what do you
so
want to
do
do,
you-
Epa? Yeah, you
Do
want
you
us
want to be useful to me
Yeah.
and live? Or do we have to do this the hard way and you have to die?
Kind of mulls it over. Face twists up a little bit. Says, I want my crew safe, and I want my boat back when this is over.
Of course. But... Oh, wait, hey, you actually... Okay, never mind. That's amazing. So we're gonna go to Castell. I'm gonna... Actually, what are you doing here? What is... Or I think we can let the man go now. I would hate for him to feel disrespected on his own ship. This is his ship, after all.
Seems to me it's your ship right now, but all right.
Well, yeah, but I'm...
Yeah, he'll let the captain go and just kind of scoop his sword on the way down to start yelling at the crew. All right, Lord, get going. Let's get going. We need to make good time for Castell. Your captain wants his ship back.
They kind of look around and a couple of them nod, and they they go back to their jobs, their respective jobs. Go back to bustling. They sheath their swords and whatnot.
Oh, and he'll just grab. Does the first mate? Did he have any guess what's the word I'm looking for? Symbols or something? You know what I mean? I got the first mate medal.
Yeah. Let's see. Yes.
I don't know that would even be a thing.
Well, so the officers definitely have fancy hats. Slightly tattered fancy hats, but fancy hats nonetheless. And they have coats, and some of the coats have weird badges on them, but these coats are definitely stolen. They don't match colors or anything.
That's all right. It's mostly the hat then that he'll just grab and
Fair.
pop on and chuck the body off the side, I guess.
All right. Let's see. I think across the deck, drenched with water, the seer is pulling herself back up onto the boat and kind of stops when she, shoulder height above the deck of the boat, stops and kind of looks around at what's going on, as I'd presume, I don't know, Solus, maybe someone's helping the captain back to his feet.
Oh, I'm not helping him get up.
Oh, okay. But he's standing up, dusting himself off, right? Not being threatened by the axe anymore.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, if they're on the deck, I would love to just grab them by the scruff of their neck and start dragging them up to the front.
Yeah. The seer?
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
Roll
Yeah, correct, not the captain.
A lore check on seers.
Yes.
If I can find the place where my skills are located. Is this society or?
Yeah. Or, yeah, that'll make the most sense. Okay.
I mean, that's not terrible. I just want to know if these people are generally contracted, or if this is like a seer per ship type of deal. Like, do pirates go and like get their own seers, or do seers join through like some kind of guild of some kind?
Yeah, it's a more official position in Remelad, but Manju, it's definitely more of a for hire thing usually.
And these are Manchu ships that we're on, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So more of a hired position, and like there's kind of she is pulling herself up. She looks over to the captain before Werham grabs her, and the captain like looks at her and just like shrugs, and she nods. And then yeah, you pull her up, and she kind of stumbles on. She's like, "Easy. Don't need to be manhandled."
I don't really have a response to that. Let's get going.
Yeah, she'll walk with you to the front of the ship.
So, it appears to me that I've never asked what. So you didn't take the canal. What were you doing? What's the whole thing here?
And you're asking the seer.
Sure, yeah. The seer's probably gonna give me a better response.
And she like shrugs. She's like, "From what I understand, our job was to escort the smaller ships, take the fort, let them through the channel. They'd build a little fortification up closer to Eden, a place where we could get a closer foothold. In theory."
Why do they want Eden again?
He shrugs. That I'm not privy to. I just know what the orders were.
Hey, they were just gonna get near Eden.
Oh my god, I hate. What? Can't you just leave us alone?
It's
There's
all
nothing
about
even
leverage.
there.
That's from what I understand.
Oh, good lord. Leverage from who and for who?
For
They should know I'm an unmoving rock.
Remelad? Something about... I don't know.
Okay, so
I think they want
you're.
your port?
I mean, Castell is a part of Eden? Question mark.
Yeah, Castell is like a, you know...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well they can't have it. And you're gonna help me take it back.
I don't know if one ship can kick out the whole fleet.
Well, I have one of those, and I point at Sonus. He's just like on the floor, bleeding. And in truth, this is not me asking you. This is me telling you.
She shrugs. She's like, "Look, I'll help. It just sounds foolish. Don't know if this is the best way to go about it. Not how I'd go about it.
Well, let us
Then again, I wouldn't go about
discuss
it.
the
so-
strategy, because everyone's lives are at stake here.
Very well.
Mr. Captain.
Please, Mr.
Yes.
Captain is my father.
What can I do for you, Captain Emperor?
Oh, don't call me that. Solus is just fine.
Captain Solus.
So, if you were attempting to remove an entire fleet from a port, what would you do?
Kind of thinks. It's like, get a bigger fleet?
And what if I don't have enough time for that?
I'd leave.
You know, that is a good plan.
He's got a real mind for tactics.
He like tips his hat to you a little bit.
It's a great plan, but I can't do that. I have people there. You understand.
Yes, well,
So,
figure out what they want and give it to them is a good alternative plan.
okay, but the seer has informed me that they want my port.
Why don't you just give
Kinda,
him the port
like-
then?
Looks at the seer and looks at you and shrugs. He's like, look, Remoulade wants trade. I guess
Are we
the
not
port
trading with them currently?
specifically. Trading with them. They want all of it. They want your trade with.
That's not trade.
In a way, they're just cutting out the middleman.
Becoming
so
the
what would they
middleman.
what would they like?
Gestures to Werham. It's like he said it. Remoulade wants to be the middleman.
Are they not? I'm sorry. I am pretty new to this position, and in
Yeah,
truth,
did-
I have just come back from killing 2 gods, and it's been a week.
Excuse me, can you
Let me tell you
run
what.
that by me again?
They didn't have a briefing.
No, I just look. Eden is in shambles. This is distracting me from, honestly, like trying to rebuild my city. Thankfully, I have some people who are very trustful, so I'm allowed to do crazy adventures like this.
Look, you have trade with Arkstead, trade with Lunderkirk, trade with Manju. Remoulade wants it. And the mists are starting to fade. There's going to be trade with the other lands soon.
Man.
I don't have a mind for these things myself.
Honestly, I'm just a bard. Like, truthfully,
And I'm just a privateer. That's the.
You wanted
they
to
call
say
it.
pirate, didn't you?
It's
there
where
must be a
I
way. There must
got
be a
most
way
of
for
my
everybody to get
practice.
what they want, but not like this. Not by taking it by force.
I mean, historically, that's actually one of the better ways.
Yeah, but not when you were fighting people who are able to fight back.
A little sidebar. Do you have boats that I don't know about?
Well, I have one now.
On the way.
One boat.
Well, if they're in Castellan, they're like, I don't really know how big the fleet is there. Truthfully, we were doing an activity, and then we saw a boat here, and honestly, the assumption is that there's more Castell.
No, that's a good assumption. I'm kind of like. Get up in the crow's nest, you can probably see the sails.
I would dimension or up there to be swaggy, but I'm not going to.
Alright.
Actually, I don't have a reason to. I have a feeling they're not going to kill me.
That is
In my-
famous last words.
But I can't even dimension door even if that were to happen. So
God, the instant in the crow's nest just pushes Solace out. Well, shit.
okay, well, allow me to go see how many there are, and then we can continue this discussion in like 15 seconds.
Be my guest.
Okay, so Solace just like schloops up to this like to the crow's nest with like his legs though.
Okay, climbs the ladder.
Yeah, schloops
Alright.
up the ladder.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. And yeah, you look out. little hard to see. It's dark, but you can like see on the horizon. There's definitely like some spires peeking up from the horizon, from the water in the moonlight.
Okay.
The increasingly full moonlight.
How easy?
I don't care about that.
Look,
Over
please
it.
stop making me-
Somebody else
please
has
stop
issues.
please stop making me nervous. I'm trying to save a lot of places right now. I do not need that anxiety.
They've always said the council were a bunch of wolves.
Oh, how crazy would that be? I would be so happy. They're all werewolves?
Well, they will be after Ludwig.
Yeah, actually, fair point. That's one way to survive all this. If everybody's just a werewolf, I
They'll
mean,
fix everything.
yeah.
No.
Think of all the places we can take over. We'll be in trouble most of the month, and then the full moon hits, and boy,
Yeah.
oh boy, everybody look out.
It doesn't really help with the boat thing.
No, not at all.
But everyone else.
Other than that,
Alright. Okay, so. God damn it. So how many boats do I see? Do I see like 10? Is it less than 10?
It's really, again, night. But take a look again in the morning, and you will see quite the forest of masts. So it's more than 10.
Oh no. Okay, so maybe this is a bad idea. Because I don't have like a mass destruction spell.
I don't think you're gonna just take out, like, all their ships at once. Were you thinking you just attack them all?
Well, I was thinking that Sonus could do something. Destroying things is his specialty.
True.
It might be wise to, kind of keep under the guise of, what's the word I'm looking for? It might be good to appear to still be ships, sneak in. We could just set fire to the whole thing.
So we shouldn't put up the flag of Eden.
Okay, look.
That's a good joke.
That kind of attitude is not constructive.
I like him.
Yeah, I'm losing my patience, if I'm being honest.
Well, that's understandable. I guess that is a good enough plan. Unfortunately, I don't know how truly honest you guys are about keeping this to yourselves.
Wait, are you asking about the crew whose ship we just sold? Stole? Sorry, can't talk. Yeah,
Well-
I wouldn't trust them, is what I'm trying to say.
That is a problem, isn't it?
I mean, we can just put the captain in his quarters for a while. I mean, I want to go see if they have any more of these little gadgets they used against your fort. Those might help with the other ships.
Okay, so Dungeon Master,
Yes.
a lightning bolt would be enough to like break a ship, right? Sorry, I'm just trying to get like a tactical grasp on the tools we have available.
A lightning bolt's, yeah, like a well-placed one would put like a hole in a ship. Yeah, or you could take out a mast. Like, you'd have to kind of pick one.
Well, if I could take it, like if we just like take out the bottom, then like it doesn't matter, right? Like that's like my main thing is like if we
Saying
just
if you like crack the hole.
if we just put a big ass hole in the bottom of a ship, then it doesn't matter.
It would take a while, a long while, for one hole to sink a ship.
Yeah, but
and
what if it's a big
patching
hole?
is the thing. Well, a lightning bolt sized hole is not that big.
Mm. Okay.
Look, we have a bit of time before we get there. We can always take stock. Or, you can just talk to whatever leader there is. You are the Emperor.
I could always do that, but I need a plan for when they don't want to listen.
Kill everyone that's on the ship that you're on and then run away? I'll be honest, it's worked for me in the past.
And I would like to say that it's worked for me in the past too.
Oh, there you go.
It worked currently, so. Okay, well.
All our fighters were also already ashore.
Yeah, my bad. Although they did make it pretty far. Except for the guy who, turned into mist. That one took a arrow. Although he did try. It was a good attempt.
Personally wish he tried a little bit harder.
Understandable. Completely understandable. But I have to let my friend rest, so I'll be around.
Okay. Solus, can you roll just to make an impression for me?
I do love making impressions. Where are my feats at? Because I think I have a feat that lets me use performance.
That was how basically everyone first met you, was you singing to someone or another, so.
I can use performance to make an impression.
Wonderful. Is that 35 the one? Is that what you...
Yep.
Wow. Okay, yep. Cool. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, I just walk away and I'm just humming.
Okay, yeah. I think Werham, you see/hear the seer nudges the captain, well, previous captain, retired captain in the side, says, I like him. Not such a bad switch. And the captain just sighs. It's thank you for the vote of confidence, but he's not that bad, I suppose.
How to make friends and influence people over here. Yeah, I'm going downstairs. I want to see what kind of crap they got.
The captain looks like he wants to say something, but just shrugs.
Feels good. Feels good, man, for sure.
Nice. Good. And yeah, I don't know, there's the the fade of the boat to looking at the map and the dotted line of the ship making progress, I suppose.
Okay, my magical cannon has been reloaded. So this is my magical cannon, by the way.
Yeah. You guys will make it all the way there in one day. Not by morning or anything, but by the end of the next day, you will have gotten pretty close to the ships and a better picture of how many there are. I will tell you that the count is approximately 45 to 50 ships.
Good lord. Okay.
And
But they're not all crowded around Castell. It's as you're going this way, you see some more that are out this way. But it's
that's too bad.
quite a few.
I really do like this Captain Mako guy. He's not so bad. I thought I was
Not
gonna
so
have to kill him, but like,
Oh,
he's like a better
and
fighter than
I don't know if Wes is
anybody
still
else
here,
I
but
know.
You
Vimson
might
definitely
still have to.
Vimson definitely informed me that one of Wes's characters was a pirate captain named Mako, so this is absolutely a reference to Wes a little bit. I could.
Okay, so I have to kill him. Sorry.
I'm not so much playing him as Wes. Just that's probably
good,
obvious.
because Wes would murder me the moment I went to sleep.
True. True?
Like,
Question
this is
mark?
my
I shouldn't
ship.
have said that so
Whip.
emphatically.
Whip.
What's this? What's this? I'm sorry, I have to see what the song is. It's not playing. Okay, good enough.
So I guess in the morning when we wake up, and I'm not murdered? Question mark. I'm not in the afterlife.
Yeah. Yeah, so you wake up and it's sunny. I assume you kicked the captain out of his captain's quarters.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah. So he slept somewhere in the crew's quarters. Or maybe he like kicked the like seer out of their like guest cabin. The seer was sleeping in the crew quarters. The old captain is sleeping in the guest quarters. And yeah, but you wake up in the captain's quarters, the sunlight streaming in, and yeah, it is daylight. And again, like if you climb the crow's nest and look out, you see quite a few ships around. There's like a solid blockade. Kind of like here, kind of between these two spots, right? I don't know how to draw less, whatever. Right around there, between these two, between the island and this and Castell, there's like a ton of ships. There's more patrolling around out here.
So is this like the Rimelad like navy, or is this just like a ramshackle of like different pirates?
It's like 2-to-1 Remelad Navy versus like Manju ships. Manju ships are on average smaller. Yeah.
And is this this is his ship, correct? This is Captain Mako's ship?
Yep. I don't know
I'd
if
really
you
like for him to keep his ship.
I don't know if
So
you ask him about it at all. I don't know if you talk to him about it, but he's very. If any of the three of you talk to him about it, he's very proud about the fact that he stole this ship from Remelad like years ago. Took it from
Well,
some stuck-up captain.
Yeah, Werham kind of scoping this out as they're getting closer, shakes his head and turns to Sal and says, "If I could offer a bit of advice, when it comes to, cults and stuff, you can fight all the little guys all you want, or you can bypass them and just go cut the head clean off. If all of Rimelad is here, why don't we just go there and find out more of the squishy folk?"
it seems very strange to me that the entire Rimelad navy would be here.
Hey, Marco, how much of the... Would you say this is the bulk of it?
Yeah, you'll like think about it, pull out a spyglass, look a bit. It's like, yeah, most of it. Not all of it. A lot of it. A majority.
How far away is Rimelad?
Weak sail on good winds.
Would it be understandable to believe that Mr. Stonus would be able to just always make good winds?
I don't know. I would have to look at his spells. If he has anything that redirects the direction of the wind, yeah. If he's just gonna stand on the ship and like,
Whoosh, whoosh.
yeah, probably that doesn't work so well.
I don't think I've had access to any spells like that yet.
Yeah, he would need longer term weather changing spells. He could probably help the boat make some fancy maneuvers, but in terms of like raw speed, probably not that much.
Okay, so that's a no-go. What is the main ship for the Remoulade Navy?
I will need to get a name for the ship, but yeah, there's like another galleon, or I guess probably like a dreadnought or something. I don't know. Do dreadnoughts exist when you don't have cannons?
Sure. It's just a real big boat.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a big boat that's got Captain. I think it's Captain Lane.
Also, I feel
Grand
like
Admiral Lane.
dreadnoughts only exist as like actual like true military ships and not like
Oh, sorry.
in
Okay.
low tech.
Correct, Misha. These ships do not have cannons. They do have mages and witches and fantasy things, but they don't have cannons. They don't have gunpowder. But you know, fireball is a pretty good cannonball. You know. This is easy. So sorry. Main ship for. Were you asking about the main ship for Remoulade or Manju?
Remoulade.
Then yeah. Grand Admiral Lin has a big old ship. Big fancy ship.
Is he also a management, or does he also roll plus 18 to hit with a sword?
Who can say?
Okay, so he definitely rolls plus 20 to hit with a sword. Nice to know.
Yeah, this Mako guy was pretty badass.
Good to
Not
know that
bad.
all my people at Eden are imbeciles.
That actually
These
feels
guys-
pretty true to form.
These guys
you
sail
know?
around and like do shit all the time.
And do what all the time?
Pirate and stuff.
They're not these. Captain Mako, a pirate, 100%.
Yeah.
Captain Wayne or whatever his name is, management.
Grand Admiral Lane, yeah, I mean, probably a little bit management, but he does have levels.
Yeah, I bet he has levels. I bet he has 20 levels of fighter. Look, if Eden had an Admiral Wayne,
Lane.
yeah, if he had an Admiral Wayne, my city would be safe from everything. Nothing could ever hurt it. Okay. Ugh. So we sneak onto. Okay, so we sneak onto his ship,
Mhm.
and then we threaten him with either killing him or he gets to live and leave. Eh? I mean, we can also try diplomacy, but like,
I think you're gonna have poor luck with this.
Grand Admiral is well guarded.
Yeah, and also, you don't have any ships? Is that right?
you guys are allied together, correct? Captain Mako?
Ah, yes. We
So
are.
there would be no reason for him to suspect that any foul play is going to occur between the captain and himself.
Correct. We don't particularly want to get firebombed as we sail in, or shot with arrows, or... No, we'll keep quiet.
All of these things are truly terrible things to happen.
I'm not sure we want to go just
in, though, you have what we'd call no backup. I mean, I love an adventure as much, but you always leave an exit strategy. I'm getting more pirate the more I talk, and I'm kind of liking it.
You're really filling into that first mate role for sure.
I think it's the ocean. It's changing me.
Captain Mako nods.
Yeah.
Yarr. No, I'm just saying, if let's say it doesn't go so good, you've got nowhere to run. You're literally on the ocean.
Doesn't that mean we have everywhere to run?
Not if they sink your ship.
Well, we can stop wherever you feel safe, Captain Mako. And then we can row in.
Nuts.
I don't. Is that acceptable to the to
Perfectly.
my friends?
You've got kind of a death wish, don't you?
I'm more than confident on my own ability to get out. Is the truth of the situation here.
Well, let me. They'll have reinforcements in close proximity as you fight. Just be aware.
Well, I'm truly hoping that no one has to die here. Is very ideal. I would love to speak to the management and see if we can work out some kind of deal. Although,
if I can broach just one slight issue. You are the Emperor. If they get you, that's all the cards? Do you have card things in Eden? It's generally better to have more cards. And it seems like you're at a bit of a disadvantage. If they capture you, Eden is,
I just
up a
became
creek.
Emperor yesterday. There's no way the news has traveled that quickly.
But if you don't say you're the Emperor, what point do you have? Like, it'd be like the grocer being like, hey, please don't attack my town. Because I'm the grocer.
You truly have no trump cards?
They have my city in port. It's blockaded.
Yes, but.
Do I have trump cards? Question mark.
Yeah.
Adam. When Adam was alive, he told us that Eden may not have a navy, but had weapons that we would never understand or see coming. I just kind of assumed this whole thing was doomed to begin with. When the world's hero
To
makes
be
a threat
honest,
like
I
that.
have never heard of anything like that.
So
But it would be
did you-
fascinating
Yeah.
if my magical emperor powers would just activate them, wouldn't it?
I
Have you, I mean, when we went, there were like books. You read all his books and like found his secrets and shit, right? Like you didn't just dive up. Like he had shit, like this guy knew gods. He probably had some of their artifacts. I mean, I'd be happy to help you look for him.
I'm holding one.
Okay, that's one. What about all the other shit he had? The dude lived for like fucking ever, right?
Yes.
So he
That
was
is-
loaded.
Look, I don't know what to tell you. There was nothing in his study except for a bunch of books.
I mean, could we look again? Now that we know there's like some water things, some deterrent, maybe we could activate it.
So how do you know the Emperor? Or the old Emperor? Ex-Emperor?
I don't. I'm just.
Yeah,
I know
who are
privateer
you
checks.
asking?
Oh. Yeah, I assume you were talking about the captain, right? Talking to the captain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Privateer Jax, Admiral Jax, said
Moving up.
said we were all doomed, really. It's the gist of it. Said it was a fool's errand and that we might all be smoke and ash tomorrow. Apparently, Adam is just one hell of a bluffer.
That
He
was,
bluffs well.
honestly, I have seen some of his work, and I would say that he is not a bluffer. If he told you that, he has good reason to tell you.
So we should definitely find whatever this shit Adam had.
Yes.
Probably
we're
before
already
we walk
here.
into the lines. Oh, sure. But you know what the cool thing is we can leave without having to escape past. I mean, I can do a recount, but it looks like 40 some odd ships.
Oh wait, sorry. Misha, did someone actually say that? Did someone say no way news could travel that quickly?
Yes.
Oh, in what context? Because you.
About Solus being the Emperor.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, it's possible. Yes.
I have looked at all the all the spells that involve that, and quite frankly, I feel like I killed the only spellcaster capable of casting a spell that big.
Werham looks towards the seer. Hey, how far can you send messages?
As far as I want, if it's someone I know, like another seer.
This is a huge amount of distance. Look
Yeah,
how
he
big this
turns
fucking map
to-
is.
Turns
Can
to
you
Solus.
just message someone like planet wide?
No, there's
they'll probably know. That's probably something people know. I didn't know because I don't care.
all the communication spells require an amount of distance. I think the only one that doesn't.
Message is
is
120
Dream.
feet. Dream message is what's the one? Planetary. I will need to look a little bit. Sending. What is sending? What level is sending? Sending is planetary. Sending is a level 5 spell. Okay.
I have imprisoned the only 5th level spellcaster I've ever seen. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, you know how there are level 0 NPCs, but
Oh
who
my
have
God,
like a
I
plus 20 in
hate
baking?
this. I hate this.
Yeah, people can do stuff. Like, we're not the cream of the crop necessarily. I guess I don't know that. You're the Emperor, maybe you got a lot of shit going on that I don't, but I still got shit I can do better.
Well, you're a trained fighter. Of course you can score better than I can,
But I mean, there's other people that are better than I am at stuff.
yeah. Well, maybe. You don't know that.
No, I'm pretty sure I know that.
I don't think you know that. I think you're just guessing.
You're really taking that whole Emperor thing pretty strong, huh?
Nope.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, sorry. I shouldn't interrupt.
You're gonna find all kinds of fun stuff.
I do tend to walk right into trouble, it is true. But I've always made it out, and honestly, I feel like I have a reason to help these people, so. If we go in and we're not trying to kill anybody, do you think that they would kill us?
Capture? Sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, 100%. Are you
Capture
kidding?
would
You'd
be-
be the best hostage.
Captain
They don't know.
gestures
That
to
would be
Werham.
so good. Like, oh, by the way, we have your Emperor. So, put down your swords and shit.
Because people like you, right?
I don't know. Sometimes it feels like everyone hates me.
Oh,
I
well,
like
they'd
you.
still probably take you hostage. Oh, there you go. There's a vote in your favor.
Thank you.
Tips his hat again.
Although, to be fair, Captain, you may just be sucking up to the guy that's running your boat right now.
I see no conflict of interest.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay, so can I make a lore check?
Yeah, absolutely. What are you trying to figure out? What would you like to know?
Like when I approached the doors in the palace, did I feel like a connection or anything, or did they just open?
It's not, there wasn't much of a sensation there. It was just like, it felt comfortable and appropriate. Like you didn't even really feel the need to reach out and like open the door or like unlock or anything. They just kind of did the thing. It's like they responded to your will, but it was like muscle memory, kind of.
Right, like this is something I've definitely done like hundreds of times before.
Yeah, it's like you look at the door, the words like showed up over it, the no doors shall be closed to the Emperor thing, and they opened.
And I didn't really search that much in the like study.
Yeah, you guys weren't there for too long. You spent like an afternoon there or something, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like reading it, like looking at book covers is like not a super duper hard thing to do.
Yes, but also there's a bunch of just like journals that were like just indexed but not named.
Right. My main thing I'm trying to figure out is if it just felt like muscle memory, would like a potential weapon that Adam has hid in the water, would that feel the same? Like, is there a way for me to feel out like that connection there?
Feeling out, you feel the kraken rise from below the water's depths. Yes.
Or like, would I have to be closer?
Let's see. Do you have a hero point I can steal?
Of course.
Okay. Okay, so subtract a hero point at the end of the session. I need to remember to give out more hero points, goddammit. And like, you kind of think, you look out over the water. And like what kind of happens is you like close your eyes, you have like a flashback to the study, and like a couple of books kind of just, you're like standing there, you see Solus kind of standing in the study, and a couple of books like fly to the table, open up, flip through all the pages. And this happens a couple of times. There's one about like potions, there's one about like, I don't know, just a log of communications with people. And then there's one about like creatures, but like creatures Adam made, like experiments and stuff. And it like flips through, and you see there's like a couple of there are like two entries in particular, and you don't see any of the words, you just see like two pictures, and one is like these little kind of like bubble things. They look like big kind of like jellyfish, kind of, but more like bulbous on top, more spherical. And maybe you see the picture like move, and like the bubble like cracks, and like kind of flames gout out the top. And then like the page flips over, and yeah, there's just like a picture of like tentacles coming out of the water, and these tentacles being like bigger than boats. It doesn't necessarily tell you where, but it seems like these things
do actually exist or are documented in some way.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. This Emperor thing is really confusing sometimes.
And maybe, yeah, like when we see Solus's eyes open, what do you say there?
So is that's like a memory, right? It was like a. I just want you to explain it like in the context of like what I was doing. So is it like I saw myself doing it, or
you
it
were
was, like...
standing in the study and you saw this happening. I don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't you doing it necessarily, but.
Well, I do know there's something in the water. I'm a little crossed on what it is exactly. Or I guess not what it is, because I see what it is, but where?
Oh, why don't we go look through Adam's stuff and see if we can't make some headway into what exactly or where exactly this thing is.
Mako.
Aye.
Do they have orders to... What are their orders when they blockade Castell specifically?
Stop all ships going in and out. Confiscate goods. And that's it for now. Await further orders. I know, some of our ships were directed up to Lunderkirk, so I think they're waiting for something to happen there. Buddy's boat got sent up there.
Man,
Captain Fade.
This feels so awful.
Why is that?
Like out of game. Like,
Oh, what's that?
I want to do the thing, but also like it. I have so little information.
I'm
I will
sorry.
be right back really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we
No,
gotta
I think
go
we're
find
gonna-
some more info. Yeah.
Wrap up pretty quick. Like
Yeah,
I think that was
okay.
the last like scene of the session is Solus like opening his eyes and kind of being like, "Fuck."
No, I guess that's fine. I just like.
I'm sorry. I don't mean for it to be frustrating. Like, oh, time to turn around. It's more just like, I don't know, another option, which maybe isn't the best thing to give you. Like, I don't want to dissuade you from going and having a chat with
I
Grand
do.
Admiral Lane.
I definitely do.
Because I think that could be really fun to play through. So, you know.
Well,
could be
the two things
interesting.
that like I literally don't have a fucking like I don't have anything to offer him.
Yeah. I think that's part of the problem of it's probably not good to like if we don't have anything to offer, doesn't like
No, I understand.
what's the point?
Like I understand, but like also, like Solus is very like very opposed to the idea that like these people in Castell are just fucking like stuck there.
They
Like-
do have the other 180 degrees of direction to travel.
I mean, yes, they do, but like this is their like their homes are here.
Yeah.
So like this is like a big problem. Like, god damn it. Okay, I guess we'll just have to go back because like I'd at least like to know, and like
I don't want you to feel like you're forced to go back. Like,
well, I don't feel forced. What I feel is I don't have anything. There are too many other things, and I definitely don't have the kind of tools I need to defeat them. So I don't feel forced. It's mostly just like I can go here and I can break my promise to this guy, which like I like him, so I'm not gonna do that. Or I can go here and maybe I die? Question mark, but I doubt it because Dimension Door is a good spell.
yeah.
You're gonna ditch us?
Sorry.
Well, also, like,
yeah,
their goal isn't like conquest.
No, their goal isn't to do violence, right? So like that's my thing is like if I can go here and I can like talk to them.
Yeah. I will say, like, they're not sieging and sacking Castell right now, and they're not like, if the Emperor shows up on their boat to negotiate, they're gonna like negotiate. They're not going to necessarily
kill me.
That is probably. There are steps before that. They might try to take you hostage if you like don't leave a good impression and don't give them what they want.
Hostage, they may as well just stab me.
wow.
But
being hostage sounds worse than death, honestly.
Probably they won't kill you.
I have taken many people hostage, and it is quite shitty.
You're quite vicious to your hostages. I guess like hostages
Whoa.
even. You would be a like.
Am I vicious to my hostage? There was one. He had it coming. He was just talking nonsense. What the? The vintage hostage holder is the one that seduces them, and then it's like, I'm gonna stab you.
Captain Mako will tell you that you would be like Admiral Lane would give you as much honey as possible to like come to some kind of deal. And even if they keep you on the boat, you're still going to be a very like you'll be a hostage, but also it'll be the honored guest style of hostage, you know.
Okay. But I do want to have like the nuclear option of killing everybody if I have to, so I guess we just have to go back.
Okay. Well, we have, I'm gonna say, a week to think about it. If you'd like. I will assume that you guys are going back, but
no, I'm gonna go back because I need more information, and like if they decide to send more ships at us, this will at least be useful.
I will say, let's see.
Unless you think that like this plan of action is like just not advisable, because like I'd rather.
No. I'm just trying to. I don't want I want you guys to have to make a decision. I don't necessarily want you to feel like I'm pointing, like I'm pushing you in a direction.
Well, two things. Like sometimes like you just like pull a thread and the thread doesn't go anywhere. And like if that's the case, I'd rather like the DM intervene in some way rather than spend like 3 weeks looking for a thing and then realizing that the thread doesn't go anywhere.
If I could to comment on the Eden situation, you guys half pulled about 20 threads and didn't pull any, like all the way until the very end. So like you would start to pursue something and I'd be like, yes, perfect. And then you'd be like, all right, time to go look at this other thing though.
I honestly, is that my fault?
I don't know if that's your fault. Everyone was doing it. Everyone was doing it.
Also, I just see all the strings as interconnected, if that makes sense.
Correct.
So like, if a string leads to another thing, I just think that like it's a natural progression. There's not more to pull. If that makes sense.
Fair.
But we can definitely be more thorough if you would like.
I will, like, it's possible to be pulling on a thread and to have that lead get ruined. Like, have it end up failing, if that makes sense, but it still attaches to something. It just happens to turn out to be a failure state, and then there's like backup plans.
Right, like failure state is different than not going anywhere.
Yeah. So I'm saying either of these directions, forward or back, is going to go
fine,
to a
right.
potential failure state, but not nothing.
Well, we're like not that far away. Like, okay, so this is 1 day's travel, right?
You are
From this fort to Castell is 1 day's travel.
by boat, yes.
So
I don't think we're in a huge rush though
Yeah.
either.
Like you guys could U-turn and go like get back to the fort today.
well, no, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not in a like. It sounds like I'm rushing, and I kind of am because like, I don't think you like. I feel for these people.
Right.
I would hate for like
Mm-hmm.
my port city to be blockaded.
Mhm.
That just sounds shitty.
Right. Things will happen if time passes too much, but
But
But also,
I-
us rushing in there and getting captured
hey,
doesn't
look,
help us at all.
you guys would not be captured. I would never let you guys be captured.
Oh, we're definitely dead.
That's not true at all.
Uh-huh.
What is
Solus-
Solus?
has a
Solus is. I like this character is cracked and also selfless.
Yeah, it's like the moment Eve went down in Salamander's
It's
fight,
true,
Solus
it's
was
true.
like, "All right, that's it."
Yeah. No, that's fair, but also it is one of those of that is I don't think that would
No,
help us very much
I
to have
also-
you
I
go
also
down.
agree. I also disagree that like I need like another thing. Like if I can go in here with like a diplomatic tool and also like if you don't fucking get out, like I'm like you're all dead. Like
Right.
I need to have both things because
Yeah.
one of them is guaranteed to not work.
Yep.
And going in there and like rolling a nat 1 is definitely the end of it.
Yeah, right. If we go out without a plan B, we're in a tenuous position. But I
Well,
think
Plan B
I
was
think we've
dimension
got-
door, but not everyone else can do that. So
yeah. You know, I'm down with us looking a little bit more into Adam's backlog and see if we can't get ourselves, you know, the big stick so
Yeah.
that we can speak softly.
All right.
And I mean that also works well because that's what Werham wants, because that sounds fun and architectural, or not architectural, interesting. The building, archaeological. There's probably some cool old stuff.
yeah, okay. So we go back and then we do some research.
All right. So yeah. So you tell the captain to spin the boat around. He's confused, but he does it. So he's like, see him
Also,
shrugging, and then
also
turn and start
Solus
yelling at
starts
everyone.
Making starts designing like a royal Edenian navy flag in his head,
Yeah.
and starts making plans for them to have uniforms.
Perfect.
I love the amount of cart before the horse that is in that state. They're gonna have all these uniforms, like, but we're still, oh boy. Cool. Oh boy.
Well, I have one guy who likes me and might want to be in my navy.
It's true.
You're just gonna poach them off other people. Actually, that's not a bad, like, method.
You're just
To
gonna poach
getting
him
a
off
navy.
of other people. Do you know who I am? I
Maybe
am the
that- no, that's
master of
a great
poaching
way.
people off of other people.
Maybe that's
That is
how Sonic
exactly
should go
what you
about
wanna
trying to
do.
get followers.
If you can convince your Midwest paddle to make it like a Navy cult, he could be like your recruiter at the mall. Just goes around like, look at how good
my-
at paddling I am. Also, Join the Eden fleet.
You want to see someone even better?
Yeah.
Come join the Midwest battle, please.
Oh no, you sound sad now. Please, my life is so empty.
Okay, but no,
Someone needs to write a shanty that is about the Midwest paddle to the tune of Northwest Passage.
God.
I'll sure try.
I was like, that is the guy whose thing is like literally playing music on stream, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be able to hear Sonus sing Pog content.
Oh no.
Content.
Gotchi Hyper.
I've
Dude, I
worn
can't sing
my...
low, so trying to speak in a low voice and then sing in that voice is gonna suck.
All right. So I think that's where we'll stop it for the week, if that's cool with everyone else. I don't know if there's anything else to discuss at the moment.
Researching things, is that going to be a thing you want to like role play, or do we
You
just
guys
want
are pretty close, so we can just like talk about it in chat and see what you figure out. Yeah.
Because sometimes I think like just looking up books is not very engaging content.
Yeah,
sounds
good to me.
I can even probably I want to find a better way to I would like a more poetic way to say this, but like you basically find an entry that says like start at the end of this peninsula and go out like 2 miles, and that's like all it says.
Another entry.
It's a treasure
In
map.
relation to, all right, so I guess I should like give more details, but like
Yeah.
so
So in my head, we're on the boat.
yeah, I'm saying like if we want to jump ahead just a little bit, like you know, so you're pulling up here, paddling back to shore, going through the portal, going to the study, right? And then like looking through the journals, all 3 of you, maybe even 4 of you if you recruit Ludwig's help. Eventually, like you find the book that you were looking at, and there's like this entry about. I'll like get more details and put it in chat, but like the tentacles one, it's like go to this peninsula, and then go out straight out 2 miles.
Hog?
Nope. Yeah, that sounds great as a let's do that.
And the popping ones, there's just like it's less cryptic for some reason. The like popping jellyfish one, there's just like a mark on the map, and it's like out. It's out. It's on the other shore.
It's way out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monka X?
Not like it's not in the bay, right? It's on the shore of like the ocean.
So Werham knows, you know what? He's gonna make an offer that he can't back up, but he would like to try and hire Captain Mako.
Yeah.
Is that a potential thing that he might be open to?
He's very interested in that. Like it's he is generally impressed by you guys. Are hired for Eden or for like the Institute?
I guess in this case it would be like for Eden, like he's not trying to get ownership of it necessarily. It's more the case of he would just like a what's the word I'm looking for? He wants somebody to take them out to that peninsula area.
Oh, okay. Then he'll like. So
Well,
you talk about being hired. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
This is probably easier to get to by foot.
And also, as soon as you talk about, like, if you talk to, let's assume you talk to him privately away from Solus or whatever, you're just shooting the shit with the captain. He's like, oh, the galleon definitely isn't going to fit through the channel.
Ah.
That's why the other 2 boats got sent. Galleon too big.
Makes sense. Well, those aren't options anymore, are they?
Yeah.
All right, man. Worth a question.
I'm gonna write this down. Coordinates. Where's my notepad? Yeah, I assume that if the galleon could fit through the peninsula, then he would have sent it. But
Worth a shot.
Paddle is the logo for the team.
what's the seer's name?
Dallas. Seer's name? That's a good question. I'm blanking. I always do. I don't know why.
Okay. Well, you don't have to give it to me right now because you said you wanted to wrap up. So,
It could just be Calla. Calla. Can you do that thing where I just write down random names? I have a spreadsheet. Not easily accessible when someone asks me for like a name right now. But I need to just write down names in a notebook and cross
And
them off.
what's the
as I
name
use
you
them.
just said? Seer
Calla.
Calla, yeah.
Calla. Thank you.
And she is definitely of the witch class. Actually, maybe Oracle, now that I think about it.
Witches and
contemplate.
oracles are essentially the same in terms of flavor.
Yes.
They both operate from basically with permission from higher powers.
It could go either way. I think originally they were definitely like oracles of Denala. And then more and more they've probably shifted to being witchier as time goes by. Oh my god, did I never switch to Pathfinder? Did I? Oh my god. That's kind of silly. That's kind of stupid.
Don't do it now.
I know, but oh man. All right, whatever. My bad.
It really be due, don't it?
I mean, we're all chatting.
Yeah, now we are.
We're talking about Pathfinder. We're
No,
chatting.
the game's
Fine.
essentially just chatting.
Exactly.
Okay, so Y12 Tentacles.
Yeah, great. We have things to follow up on.
Yeah.
So are we gonna start finding like Adam's really like screwed up experiments?
We
I don't know
can-
about the really screwed up ones. Not the ones that have been given like sentience and junk.
You mean like salamander?
I mean, there's not gonna be another salamander around.
To be fair, I'm about 50% that we're gonna get to wherever this is, and it's just gonna be like, yeah, this is where Salamander is from. Oh, he's not near the ocean anymore? You guys are hosed. Because it's like, oh, it'll bring us to fire and ash. It's like, uh-oh. Smoke and ash, uh-oh.
That's what it was. You guys are gonna get out there and you're just going to find a salamander-shaped raft. And that was the weapon.
No.
That would be so great.
Just like walks.
Yeah.
We go out to the X and it's like, oh, this is like where his crib was.
Yeah.
This is
It's
just like where he was hanging out, I guess.
It's just a paddle boat with like 4 little salamander feet-shaped paddles.
It's adorable.
And he turns the rudder with his tail and breathes fire off the front.
Turns out whatever this squid thing is also sentient and pissed because Adam created it.
All of them hate being alive.
Mood.
I would say that's a 2020 mood if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
Too real, man. Too real.
Turns out Dylan actually just wrote a campaign based on 2020 before it was even a thing.
We have yet to get to the point in the campaign where everything is covered in ash.
Yeah.
That's
you
just
prevented that
how
part,
far.
you know.
Yeah, shoo.
It's just evidence that players can cause good in the world. Prevent some of these disasters that would happen if the status quo continued.
No, we had riots. Solid
You
save
did
for it.
have riots, yeah.
We did have riots.
Mm-hmm. You quelled the
True.
unrest.
And then murder.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know who explicative was it anything for? Was it metaphor for?
mind controlling people, obviously Trump.
No, it was a snake lizard thing, so it's obvious. Well, no, salamander was more of a lizard. That's Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that's actually probably right.
Taking
Salamander
down-
Berg licks his own eyeball.
So you cracked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the plan is discuss if we want to roleplay the bookfinding stuff or
I think mostly we
do-
can do it in chat and then summarize.
okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fine by me. I didn't know if you wanted us to do it or because I'm totally cool with just like skipping it. Unless of course like you have all the things in his library like actually denoted and
No.
written down.
Mostly I intend to like the library is just like when you need to like you can go there to get a very bonus knowledge check on things. Or like having read things, you can get a knowledge like a bonus to your next knowledge check or whatever. Like when you spend some time there or whatever. I just figure that that's a little silly to do about like water-based weapons when like you were just there. I guess you didn't know about the pirate boats when you were.
Well, I didn't know
Reading,
how many there
right.
would be.
Yeah.
We had assumed that like that Castell was in danger of some kind,
Yeah.
but I did not realize the I want to say brevity, but that's not.
The breadth.
Yes.
Magnitude.
Yeah,
there you
like the
go.
magnitude or the breadth of it all.
Right. You
Yeah, I think we got
have the
like,
numbers
this,
now.
We got a lot of good information out of this.
Mhm.
It's just a
Oh,
case of jumping in what might be a tough road to hoe.
Nathan, I'm just gonna say I love your new character.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just
Oh,
make
okay. I wasn't sure if there was more that sounded like a butt was on its way.
no. That's it. I
Well, thank you.
definitely like the new character.
This title accidentally became quite predictive, by the way.
Well, they're not dead.
Like
so
whittled
they're
your
not-
companions down
Yeah, actually, a fair bit.
to a single boat that you are in control of at the moment.
We never covered whether Werham knew the first mate, but boy, that might be a little awkward.
I think probably yes. You at least like took orders from him.
Ooh, big bummer for that guy.
Racty.
Oh, Varacti's here. Hi.
Oh, hello.
We're just wrapping up the Pathfinder session, chatting about it a little bit. Do I not have it? Oh, I do. Okay, sweet.
Man, okay. This was wild.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I like the
Yeah.
session. I feel like we.
I'm excited for
I
all the
thought-
pirate stuff.
I thought we were dead. I saw the guy throwing plus 18s and I was like, oh no.
But
You guys have spells. There's so
Yeah.
much you can do.
the power of it being one guy. Although I will say,
Sonus got just mowed down.
yeah, he just
Yeah.
cut. I will say
Sonus is
he was
definitely
only
gonna omit that story when trying to recruit people.
one level up from you guys, which is
Oh,
I was surprised that he did so much work.
Wait, does he get? So he has 20 strength, right?
Yes.
He has 20 strength. He's master, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Can we just put a dream team together of like
Yeah, I'm really about to hire all these NPCs because
is it Mako or is it Marco? I thought I heard you guys say both.
Mako. It's long A.
Mako. Yeah.
Okay, Mako.
Oh.
Yeah, so Mako. Chaplain? Is that who? I'm
Chaplain
blanking.
Brining? The guy in the
Chaplain
ride?
Brining? He's still alive? There's no way.
Yeah, dude.
Are you asking about Kala, the seer?
No, I'm asking about the
Oh, okay.
dude who
I
earlier in
see.
the campaign was just a master at parrying literally everything.
So you're saying you want to put together, by dream team, you mean I want all
I
the
mean-
martial NPCs?
No, we have Avarice Kane too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, he'll be on our side.
Right,
No
sure,
problem.
for sure.
Wait, are you
No,
saying you want to make a Suicide Squad? Because that would be a great one-shot.
The TLDR of this session is that
We're designing Suicide Squad.
the NPCs took over, not the NPCs, the player characters. The players took over a pirate boat that was
Asking to be taken over.
unsuccessful in besieging the fort that the players own. And then they sailed north to get some scouting information on this fleet, saw that it was a big fleet, and turned around and went back to the fort so they could do some preparation. That's the TLDR of it, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Made friends with the pirate captain. He's rolled a 1. I checked his morale one round, and he rolled a 1. And I was like, well, that's it.
Phew.
Yeah, so it's like
He got to 69 health, and he was like, I can't go lower than this. This is the number that I have to stop at.
Hey, he had a lot.
Yeah, 115 max.
All
oh my
right.
god, what the hell?
That's pretty beefy.
Well, he has fighter levels? Question mark.
He does have yes, he has fighter levels. He's got a hit dice of 10, and he's got 3 charisma, constitution. So
Okay.
And I assume he also has 20 con.
no, 3. He's got 16 con.
So much HP.
Yeah, well, 10 per level, so that's like 80. Plus 3 times 8 as well, with 8, 16, 24. Plus his race die, which is human.
Oh yeah, and they get good HP because they don't have minus con.
Yeah.
Cries an elf.
Yeah.
Cries in D6 and like a con bane.
Yeah, Roxy, I haven't gone into the politics too much with the players yet, but there's... Maybe I'll actually mute myself in Discord.
No.
I'll just
There's
unmute your stream.
We
like
want to
Smash
know.
Bros.
There's-
Yeah, I'm over there. I'll find out.
There's a bit, it might not be to the same degree, but there's a bit of a Pirates of the Caribbean 2 situation going on with, like, the
Okay,
very...
I don't remember that movie at all. So.
the prim and proper, like, naval guy who has pressed a bunch of pirates into service under him as well. And so they
I
have...
was gonna make the comment that this Mako guy is a lot like who's the one that ends up becoming like a friend to Captain Jack?
Who is that one pirate in Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3 who
What?
starts off as kind of not on the same team but ends up on the same team? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
All of them. And then none of them, and then all of them again.
the one who turns him into a skeleton.
Barbosa. You're talking Barbosa.
Yeah.
But also, literally all of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Pirates of the Caribbean 4 is the best Pirates of the Caribbean. And you can't change.
haven't seen it.
Also, Solace is a little is a little crazy and almost always gets away because he's lucky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Barbosa.
So that's kind of a mood, I guess.
I mean, what are tabletop RPGs if not getting away with shit that you shouldn't over and over?
Well, unless it's performing. Like,
Yeah, well, you just are competent at that.
I can do one thing. I can sing you a song.
It's your piano man.
Voulez-vous? Aha. Aha.
Interesting choice of ABBA, but okay. All right.
Actually,
I like
Voulez-vous
it.
is my favorite ABBA song.
Barbosa is such a good character.
True. All right. I'm going to draw a line. This is where I will end the YouTube VOD that will eventually exist. So, thank you, YouTube.
On Barbosa. All
On
right.
Barbosa. Barbosa, 10 out of 10. Have a good night. Okay. I pressed the button.
All right. Now that all the YouTubers are gone,
Yeah, now we can
we don't have to
get back
tell
to
them
the
to
real stuff.
smash that like
Oh,
and
yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah, Nathan's newest character is fantastic.
Yeah, Werham is a great character.
I'm excited. He's
I
fun.
like how we
I get
we-
to play the more murdery guy this time.
Yeah.
You
I
can
also
just
like
chop
how
somebody's
he's
head
just-
off.
Very blunt and just. I thought his character was funny. So.
Yeah. By the
I'm
way, Dallas,
excited.
if you do want to join us soon, next session might not be the best one. Since
We
we'll
have
be
a great time for you to join.
Yeah.
starting in a library potentially and going to a place in the middle of nowhere where no one is. But
Yeah, he
That's
can
like
work
the
it out.
best time to
Write,
join.
write a letter
Yeah.
to Ludwig. Need backup.
Yeah.
magic, bro, magic.
The library, not so much. But hey, join up and go to a middle of nowhere. That's not bad.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with all the politics.
We can figure it out. I'm gonna send Gino one more message. Be like, just checking. It's probably still gonna be a while, right? And even if he comes back and plays, we've played with 5 people before. We could do it again.
We played with
It'd be
5
fine.
people for a couple weeks.
It was more
It's
than a couple of
before.
weeks.
It was like
yeah.
2 months.
It was a lot of months, but
Very.
it was hard. I don't know. It was stop and go for like 3 months, and then Sam finally.
Also, it's gonna be really weird when we go back to like a regular group of people because like I feel like our current game is so intimate and small,
Yeah,
and everybody gets a lot of talking time.
true.
I will love having more people. I'm all about it.
I will need to remember how to shine spotlights around because I feel like that's not a thing I'm necessarily super good at.
Also, I'm very good at taking it.
Dungeon World is good practice for like reminding me to ask very specific people what to do because there's no like turn order, so I have to be very specifically like, all right, what do you do? Like this happens, you player, what it is your narrative turn? Tell me what you do. So I don't know. Hopefully that ends up translating somewhat for this game a little bit. Yeah. Also, next time we play, I'm gonna have my new mic set up, and we'll be using that like kind of full time.
Ooh.
So that'll be interesting and fun, and hopefully good.
So you're saying all of the Pathfinder streams will be ASMR streams?
Nope.
That's exactly what you're
They
saying.
already are.
Right now, if I use that microphone, it would have to be because the gain is so weird that
Oh,
I have
did
to
you-
be right up on it for anyone
Did
to
you
hear
not
me.
get the cloud lifter? Is that the
Yeah,
issue?
it got delivered to the wrong address, and I finally
Oh.
gave up on FedEx, like actually getting it, and rectifying the problem, and just bought another one. And if I get the other one back 3 months later somehow, then I can just Core could use a cloud lifter too, or I can just have an extra one around. Shrug. Yeah, the more people to read books, the better. True.
Yeah, we kind of lost. I guess Solace is, you know, lore and stuff, so that we're pretty good there. But
Yeah,
we
it's,
kind of traded out one of our more
literary guys for more of a killy things kind of guy.
Yeah.
I mean, my character has 18 int, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps.
like Solace is not
Has
Solace
10.
is not stupid or unsubtly in any way. He just like has points in different things.
Yeah.
And like he's less proficient in them than Ludwig, but
Dropping some frames, Comcast. Don't be a douche. You've been fine.
Like, I also think that like in terms of he can't craft, but he's also like more persuasive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So like Solace is like this weird mix of Ludwig and Eve.
I like that description.
In terms of like stats at least.
Yeah.
But man, this was okay. I really want to help, but I realize that like I can't do anything if I'm captured, so you know.
True.
It's alright, we'll find the Kraken. Everything will be great.
I honestly would be really sick if this Kraken was hog.
Yeah. We're gonna find something. That's
Yeah.
the key.
Just don't be captured for it.
Yeah.
It's so easy to not be captured though.
I feel like it is.
It's
Kinda,
so easy.
I don't know.
Kind of is.
I don't even like. I
the
don't
other
look.
problem. Yeah,
I don't
go
even know what your tricks are. So you can surprise me real good, real easy.
Well, like Dimension Door is one action.
Yeah.
And
And
then
it probably spans the distance. Is it just your move speed?
it's 120 feet.
Holy shit! Yeah, you could just get to another boat. It's like, where'd he go?
The only problem is that not all of them will be friendly fighter people that we run
Well,
into.
also
Some
like
of them will be
so
magicians.
I was reading Invisibility Sphere, and it just like targets people inside of a sphere, and like those people are invisible and no one else is. It's really
Oh.
interesting.
Okay, neat.
I mean, you know I will never say no to being invisible.
Look, anyone who says no to being invisible is just kind of being silly. Although
So it's
Solace
mostly
uses
barbarians instead of fighters.
uses the opposite invisibility rule, which is being visible is invisibility, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you're really visible, then nobody can do anything to you because you're visible. It's kind of the same kind of like, you know, whatever.
I think I'm getting more confused, but I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, I can close all these. Oh my god, the playtest. I'm so
It would
excited
be-
for Magus and Summoner, and I'm sad that they're not out until July.
I mean, they didn't change the APG stuff that much.
I think they changed some of them a lot. But some of the stuff was pretty close to
Like I know none of the
playtest
Bard
material.
stuff. None of the Bard stuff changed.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
The
APG, the Advanced Player's Guide, like playtest stuff from when it was out to, or when it was playtest to when it was released.
they added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I think they changed Witch a lot, especially the hexes, because people were really unhappy with the playtest Witch. But I'd have to like look and confirm that.
I would have to compare because I stopped looking at Witch when I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna play him as a bard. Makes more sense this way.
Yeah. Oh god, I will need to play in some campaigns of Pathfinder. I want to play all these classes, all of them. And now there's new classes out. And now there's new classes out. And I want to play Cleric, want to play Oracle,
I'm
want to play
100%
Witch.
okay. I'm 100% okay with
Want to play Druid.
I'm 100% okay with like having leveled characters on my side for once, and
Yeah.
not trying to kill me.
Yeah. Shoot. I do try not to give you guys like followers that are above your level.
Hog?
Thank you. No, that's too much.
Is it too much?
At
I don't
least
think it's
he's
too much.
like a very blunt, straightforward fighter, and not like I'm
We
your
earned
wizard
this
friend
one.
that you can go to with all of your wizard needs. Not very flexible, just a sword blade.
I am just a sword, my lord.
Yes. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing after this.
I believe you're streaming Blast Blue.
Possibly. I don't know how busy Connor is.
I'm not too busy, but I would really like to just go shower.
That's
about it.
fair. All right.
I woke up late, so I didn't get to this morning before work, and
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. That's fine. I will not, prevent you from showering.
But I'd be down to play some Blaze Blue after.
Okay. We can probably do that. So I will go on quick break and then come back and chat a while. And then I guess hang out, play some Blaze Blue. And maybe something after that? Maybe Monster Train? I've gotten to Covenant 24 and Monster Train, so I really want to push to 25.
Good grief.
So I'd be
That's
excited
ridiculous.
to lose 50 times in a row on the first fight on stream, because I have not adjusted to my crystal having 20 more damage at the very start of the game. I've that second fight, I'll hit the button that's start with an enemy on every floor, and I'll be like, that's fine, the pyre can just take care of it, I'll just do it. And then they'll get up there, and one enraged guy will punch the pyre, and I'll be like, oh, that's right, it had 2 health. So, a lot of surprise losses. Oh no, my internet blipped again. Stop it!
For the record, surprise losses would be a really good name for the next arc.
Yeah. It's really a good name for any arc is the thing.
Yeah.
Someone is always being surprised at how much they're losing, whether it's on the player's side or not.
Been pretty lucky so far.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything I can to jinx this. Is it working?
I'm excited. I don't know. I've
You get the
put these
Kraken,
things
but
out
it's
there.
a baby Kraken.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Cool.
So I've put this possible Kraken in front of you guys, and I haven't asked myself, what does it look like after you acquire a Kraken?
Cut to Dylan's just face down. What have I done?
I'll
Two things.
need...
We
yeah.
roll the seas. That's it.
I would never use it to wreak havoc on the world. I would only use it to protect Eden and Smile.
That's very Adam of you.
Yeah, that's noble.
You mean
I like
you
that you
both.
guys are surprised.
No, not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
surprised.
just that, if you leave the keys out, things are gonna happen.
Oh, nope, I am the keys.
to the Kraken.
Yes.
I am the keys.
Solus has discovered that the Emperor is the key to the Emperor's shit, apparently.
I'm going to gain the respect of the Kraken and
Okay.
learn to control it.
Oh my god, are you the Midwest paddle?
Oh my god.
What if you get down there and that's the Kraken?
I've heard so much about you.
Yeah. Stories.
I heard you throw a paddle at a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you autograph my scale?
Snake.
I think the Kraken
And
is...
I totally heard that Solace guy was a loser. Solace in the corner. You know who I am?
Do you even know?
You know who I am.
Millennials.
So Solus just ruins the Kraken because it's just trash talking him.
I mean, he's old, right? What if the Kraken just boomers Solus? Can he take it?
Can we please make this
This is not the first. That would not be the first time Solace has been boomered though. That was Eve's go-to insult.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Sorry, it's just been so long. Can't remember.
No. Go ahead.
Nah.
Guys, let's just tune out of the Twitch and not pay any attention to that for a few
Yeah.
minutes.
I have a separate stream for these things.
My window's closed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's a level. Sorry. All right. Players, go to your alt Twitch accounts. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go on break. I'll be back in a bit. I'll probably still be in Discord if we're gonna play BlazBlue. So, oh my god, I have so many PMs. What?
Yeah, it's because you're popular.
I didn't send you one, but I did send one to Lizards Underground because this is the absolute state of my city.
Oh my.
But I'm gonna go find a snack, and if you guys are still here, we can talk before you guys start turning.
Before you leave, I'm gonna send the perfect response.
Okay.
Boy, I gotta wait for that, but then I'm gonna bounce. So.
Okay. Have fair.
I need this.
Have a good night, Nathan. Thank you for playing.
Hey, thanks for running. Later, guys.
And I will actually go on break now. So.
I'm gonna go shower.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop out of the Discord, but I'll be back.
All right. I should probably hop out for a minute too, just on the weird off chance that like Mike or someone comes in here and just yells embarrassing things.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just mute.
I could do
Just
that. I can
deafen
definitely. Yeah, you're right.
Smarty.
You're right.
All right, I'll be back.
No. Dallas, no. Okay. Be back in a
Told
minute.
to say embarrassing things.
I
It was explicitly called to bring embarrassing things to light.
catch you guys in a bit.